Hello, nerd friends. How is everyone doing? Hello. Welcome to this very special Sunday night party stream. As promised, I'm going to do a call-in radio today. So there were a few people who were asking in the last stream, when are you doing a call-in radio? So today there is going to be a lot of call-in radio. That's the agenda. I'm going to take some half an hour first to give you some updates on what is happening in the Project Anda campaign, and also to talk about some news. Then more people will join, and then we will start at 9:30. I've already opened up a stage, so I'm going to share the link right now. And mods, if you can help me with this one a little bit. Every time like someone comes and asks, please tell them how to join. I'm posting the link abhi. Join the call, and this is the link to the stage. You can come in and you can talk to me. We will start at 9:30. Okay, so you can be in queue till then. I hope you don't mind being in queue for a bit, and then we can start. The thing that we're going to talk about is just general Delhi elections, if you want to talk about that, or Project Anda, of course. A lot of you might have a lot of questions, a lot of ideas on what to do, how to campaign, fundraising, posters. तू पागल है क्या माता चढ़ गई है, कभी नहीं जीतेगा. Yeah, you know how that goes. So, yeah. And if you want to talk about just generally anything, but I would prefer if we today stick to the election stuff, and especially Project Anda, right? Would really appreciate it. Let me say hi to everyone first. Hello, Farzan. Hello, Mayank. Hello. Manraj is here again. Hello, Manraj. Good to see you again. If you are new, I will introduce myself. I am Meghnad. I am a political commentator, content creator, and general policy nerd, public policy nerd, you can call me. Yeah, we try to keep it chill on this channel. I will try to keep it as non-toxic as I can. And usually I do a good job. I think people here know. So we want to talk about politics in a very chill way. That is the chill, non-stressful, amazing, policy pe focus karte hai, all the things. So yeah, that's the objective of this channel. So welcome. If you are new, please say hi. Get around 20 votes because majority of the people won't know about it. Dr. Manraj, I will try. Again, I'm not saying that I won't try, but at the same time, to give you a very realistic picture, and that is also a part of my updates. There are a few things I need right now at this stage. We haven't even started campaigning, right? I'm going to file next week, probably on Wednesday is what I'm thinking, Wednesday morning. Until Wednesday morning, I need to find 10 proposers. So proposers are people who are registered voters of Malviya Nagar, right? Who will propose my name, nominate me as their candidate. Right now, I have managed to find 6. And this is after 48 hours of non-stop calling everyone I know in Delhi. Here are the problems that are there. One, they are either associated with an organization where they will find it a little problematic to have their name as the nominee. So journalistic organizations, think tanks, or whatever it is. So they can't. Then the second reason is they might be politically aligned already. So they can't, because then if the party people find out, they will be screwed that they were like nominating an independent candidate. Then the third reason is very simple. They have jobs. Now the thing is, when I say I need proposers, what I mean is that they have to be there at the DM's office when I file my nomination. Now I have to find out if all of them have to be there. I'm just assuming all of them have to be there. 10 people. So a lot of people are like, I can't come, Wednesday ko I have job. So yeah, so see, these are the problems. And the fifth problem is that most of the people I know are not registered here. Like, yeah, that's a very simple reason. Like Malviya Nagar mein specifically, or just not registered here. So as voters. So yeah, the struggle is on. I am doing my best. I think I will find 4 more people. Hopefully. I'm going to find 12 actually, just to be safe. I don't know, but let's see. So on the campaign front, I have also spent all of today filling the form. This is the form. Now this is a test copy. This is a practice copy. And there are some really bizarre things that I found, which is like, for example, this is where I have to give my financial details, which I have already started doing. Do you see these columns? Self and spouse. Do you see how tiny they are? I can't fill it here. So then I have to fill it in HUA for dependent. And then what if my form gets rejected because of this shit? Because it's too small to read. But it's not my problem. The form is the problem. So I'm going to go tomorrow again to the DM's office. And I'm going to ask them, ki, sir, please to give solution. To the RO, I'll ask. Let's hope they answer my questions. I'll also ask them if the nominees have to be there. Also, I found out that I need 10,000 rupees, not 25,000. I was thinking 25,000. I need 10,000 rupees deposit. It gives me like a big relief because 15,000 rupees bach jayenge. I had built it up in my head as 25,000 and now it's 10,000. So, yeah. But now that I'm thinking about it, because I asked there, ki, what is the amount of deposit I have to give? One said 25,000, the other said 10,000. So I'll just withdraw 25,000 and take it. And if 10,000 is what we have. Baki 15,000 ka chai samosa to everyone. Okay? If it turns out that way. Amazing. In cash, yes, Ritvik. So the other thing is they said that I can register through the Suvidha portal and then put my nomination in through there. I might try to do that also. But honestly, I want to do this physically. I have thought about it and I feel like I need some FaceTime with the RO. I also have spoken to Sham Rangila. Yes, I called him our brother in arm who has been an inspiration. And I have invited him to come on one stream and he has said yes. So maybe next week sometime he will also be on the stream. So we will talk to him about this, what problems he faced. What is it that we should avoid doing, all the things that is there. I'm also trying to get in touch with Dr. S.Y. Qureshi to do another, probably an interview / stream with him. Let's see if that happens. I have been trying to call Somnath Bharti's office also. Today I didn't get any response. I will probably want to talk to him as well. And some other candidates as well. So, wo baat ki baat hai. Wednesday is when I have to file the nomination. Probably. So, yeah, that's the update on the campaign. Lots of new faces in chat. Yes, let's look at... if you are new, please say hi again. I think I missed your hi. Let me say hi to you. Cinephile, I've seen you before, friend. With, hello, hi, how you doing? Will you do poster review? If so, tonight or something. Right now, I'm doing it right now. We'll first go to poster review. Shreyas, hello, hi. Farzan, hello. Parag, Rahul, Pritam Sarkar is new, yes. Rohit, Charan, namaste sir, kaise ho? Vijay, hello. Pritam, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hi. Yes, so we are going to do amazing things. Guys, I have had some responses after the announcement. Mostly positive, and I'm very appreciative to a lot of people. 2 proposals who I got through the internets. I didn't even know. They were followers. They were like, "Main propose karenge." So 2, it's not a bad idea. Like, I mean, I think people are also excited. 2 other people also contacted me. One of them didn't have their name on the voter list when they checked because they had just applied. And the second one mistook his constituency for Malviya Nagar and it is not. So, yeah, so that's the problem. वैसे 4 आए. We'll see. और भी आएंगे. Medusa has been kind enough to like spam all social medias to find out. Let's see. 6 we have. Friends, would really appreciate if you know anyone in Malviya Nagar, please do let me know, and they can write to megnerd@gmail.com. Only poster review or symbols as well. So symbol, Guys, the overall thing. Okay, let me just introduce people new to our communications network. Guys, this is our subreddit, which is called MakeNerdYT. This is the one that we are going to use for all campaign communication right now. Like, see, people are posting a lot of things. For example, some memes are coming. I don't know if I can play this, but okay, no, not copyright aa jayega. Yeah. So people are posting memes, posters. So we are going to do a little bit of a review every stream now, in the beginning, to see what is up on this and what are people posting. So we are going to do that. You can also join in. It's r/MakeNerdYT, reddit.com/r/MakeNerdYT. Ayanwa has just shared that. If you can see it, you can come here. And there are 1.4k nerds who have already joined this, which is nice. Let's look at this. Delhi Assembly election, Malviya Nagar constituency, Meghnad for MLA, cast your vote on 5th February. Vote for change. Hey, you found a nice photo of me, huh? Old photo, nice. स्वच्छ छवि सच्चे विचार यही चाहिए इस बार. Oh, and also people have started assuming that this is going to be my symbol. Okay, so this is not an official symbol yet, but this is by far the community's favorite symbol. So in consensus, community has agreed that pen is going to be our symbol. We are going to try to get it. I feel like that does make sense. Let me just show you the symbol. किधर गया symbol? Where is our symbol post? देखो कितना पोस्ट कर रहे हैं लोग. मजा आ गया मेरे को तो, एकदम मजा आ गया. सजेशंस भी दे रहे हैं. Yeah, this is my post all the way down. But yeah, so this was a list of symbols and people have given a lot of suggestions for this. CCTV camera was the one that was like, this is hilarious. Again, not going to keep CCTV camera as my symbol. Just saying. I don't think that's a good idea, guys. Just no. So Kejriwal, interestingly enough, has been boasting about installing a lot of CCTV cameras in Delhi. Now, there is a very tricky thing that happens in Delhi, okay? I was just telling a few people. Funny story. In my RWA, like, so this is the RWA, Malviya Nagar, where I live. It is a middle to upper middle class area, right? It's supposed to be a gated society, but it doesn't work that way. Now, over the last few years, especially since the pandemic, there is this weird thing that started happening, which is an auto would come, or two people on a bike would come, or a car would randomly come. They would casually get out in front of an apartment, steal manhole covers, pumps, kuch bhi jo bhi pada hua hai udhar, put it in their vehicle and go away. The amount of CCTV camera footage that I have seen of this happening on the RWA group is insane. It's insane, right? We tried to, as a community, we tried to gather some money and hire some private security, etc. But honestly, still hasn't stopped. Plus, there is like a Malba problem here, which is like everybody does construction and all the construction debris are put in the back and the kacharawalas don't pick it up. They don't care. It's like construction material. Why would we pick it up? Kisi aur ka job hai. And because the MCD doesn't exist in Delhi yet, nobody cares about it. So time lagta hai. So there'll be heaps of Malba you will find everywhere. But it's a real problem. So CCTV, if I fight with CCTV, honestly, people will be like, security. So for a lot of people here, it is not a bad thing. It's strange, no? When you think about it. When you're a candidate and when you're talking about privacy and then you have to balance it with security of people, which I'm actually facing in my own area, I'm like, nahi bhai, CCTV lagana chahiye, direct police ko dikhna chahiye. Honestly, it's that bad. Big Brother is watching. See, pen with 7 rays is seriously good for press freedom, really needed. On a lighter note, tea filter with slogan, filtering the political chai. So clearly, pen with 7 rays is the one that is winning. Bricks is the other one because bricks today, breaks throughs tomorrow. Okay. Mic, I like the mic option as well. Safety pin, it's cheap, so you can buy in bulk and distribute it as freebie with the message. Oh my god. Okay, this is an interesting idea, I must say. I do agree this is an interesting idea. You could market 7 points with those rays. I was also thinking about it. So different pirate has said this, and I agree. Like we can do a lot with that pen symbol, honestly. But yeah. So that's the symbol update. And we have some posters. We'll go to the top again. Let's see. Delhi Assembly, Malviya Nagar. I like this because I like the colors also, huh? मतलब भारत के colors है. Guys, we need party colors, right? What do you think? Marketing guy right there. घर के कलेश post such videos captured on CCTV. Exactly, that's what I mean. Party colors is tricolors. I'm not sure if we should keep tricolor as party colors, honestly. Pink. By safety pin, you can gather lots of women voters too. And to independent, yeah. So I am an independent, but I have to choose 3 symbols in order of priority because having a symbol is a compulsion in India when you fight for elections. So we need a symbol, and there are some approved symbols out of which we can choose. So wahi tha wo thread. Created a poster with another slogan. Okay, this is I saw this. Nota is vote for a man of his word. Make not. क्या बात है? क्या बात है? क्या the T word? Not so much, but we can figure out. Chat, is there any other word we can use? Nord. Word. Okay. Stud? No. Absurd. Cord. Nota is absurd. Vote for a man of his word. That's it. Yeah, हो गया. Nota is absurd. Yeah. हमारे इंग्लिश स्लोगन्स चलने नहीं वाले वैसे. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू, बट आई लाइक दिस एक्सरसाइज. कोई नहीं, हमारी कैंपेन इज लाइक इन इट्स ओन इको चेम्बर बबल. ओके, सो डोंट वरी, हम ऐसे ही स्लोगन बनाएंगे. कोई बात नहीं. कीप एट इट. नोटा इज सर दर्द. नोटा इज सर दर्द. वोट फॉर अ मैन ऑफ हिज वर्ड. सर दर्द. Give Nota a bird. Oh, I like this. Give Nota a bird. No. To. But I like this. I love it. Thank you. What is this? Poster and slogan. साकेत से लेके हौस खास, नोटा दबा के होते क्यों उदास, जब मालविया नगर में बैठे हैं मेघनाथ. आई गाय. अरे रे. I like the ये. But who is the guy? Who is this fellow? Is that some familiar fellow? Because it can be me, no? I'm just saying. Also, what is this well-becknell of the content? It's an AI generated thing, right? LNT? No. I don't know. LNT तो नहीं है. भूल जाओ नोटा का सरदर्द. Yes, भूल जाओ नोटा का सरदर्द. This is, I think, my favorite one though. This is my favorite one. Why vote Nota when Meghnad is the clear choice? This is Suresh. Suresh is a voter from Malviya Nagar. Suresh doesn't like any of the candidates from the parties. Suresh knows that voting Nota is a waste of his vote because it doesn't affect the results. Suresh voted for Meghnades instead, making his vote count. Aha. Be like Suresh. And look at this. I love this. Look at this. And I see, this is what I mean. Like, yes, symbol is temporary right now. We are going to apply for it. Let's see if we get it. Oh my god, I love it. I love this symbol actually. Now, the more I think about it, I like it more. वोट फॉर मेघना, डियर पीपल ऑफ मालवीय नगर, दया पता लगाओ क्यों नोटा को दबा रहे हो, किस जन्म का पाप किया था। पॉलिटिक्स के शतरंज में अब होगा शह और मात। ओफ ओफ, आहा, क्या बात है डूड, माय नेम विल साउंड ग्रेट एज अ चार्ट, नो? मेघनाथ, मेघनाथ, यस, 2 syllables. Meghnath, ooh, I like it. I like it. Nice, nice. होला रेडिट कम्युनिटी, क्या है ये? अरे लोड हो जा, क्यों नहीं लोड हो रहा है, पता नहीं. We need different threads for something in different aspects of the campaign, symbol choices, manifesto ideas, colors, thematic posters. Okay guys, so the one thing is Aitas and Antsi are going to be moderators of this subreddit, and we are thinking about how to make it more structured. Like for example, we will have a few threads going. One is slogan thread, the other is manifesto thread, and the other is I don't know, ideas thread. 3 things will be one after the other. We are working on that. So those threads will open up and you can basically go in and talk to people. There is also a chat that you can go to, and it can become a general chat if you just want to hang out on this subreddit and talk to people. But yeah. How do you know Meghnad is better than Nota? Okay, let's see. So I understand from seeing, wait, I think you're not able to see it properly now. Just a second. So I understand from seeing his work over the years that he's a left liberal type fellow who likes to increase awareness about the actual issues. But think of the hypothetical case where tomorrow a literal Hitler goes on the streets and says, I'm better than Nota, just give me the vote, and wins by accident. Okay. I understand that his intent is to just make an educational campaign, but I think it's a little irresponsible to make just a personality the selling point of the campaign. Wait, is it that the whole reason why how people campaign? Like, it is all personality based, friend. Honestly, it is. I think Meghna needs to speak up about what he stands for or against instead of asking for votes merely as a joke. No, I'm not asking for votes merely as a joke, boss. We are going to prepare a proper manifesto. Honestly, that is one thing that I'm very excited about. The reason why I'm not doing it right now is because first I need to find out if I can get my name on the ballot, right? Like ये जो बवालगिरी चल रहा है यहाँ पे, 10 लोग चाहिए मुझे. I need 10 people. ये जो भरना, going, running around, finding election agent, all those things, वो तो करना है ना पहले. नहीं तो फिर what is the point? So first, once I get my name on a ballot, फिर definitely boss, फिर तो पागल हो जाएंगे हम. We'll make a manifesto. We will basically go around Malviya Nagar. We'll find out what the problems are. Right before the elections happen, we will release that manifesto. We will do posters. We will do all sorts of things. But ये होने दो पहले, फिर. That's the point. But we are starting the work from now only. I'm not saying we are not talking about it. We will start the work now. To say that you're better than Nota without saying that what is it that makes you better than Nota is also technically deception. Okay, here's the thing, guys. If you saw my announcement video, I don't know if friend here says, I don't know how to pronounce it, says whatever, is saying that, I don't know if they saw the announcement video, because in the announcement video, the one thing I said is that I'm applying for it like a job, if that makes sense to you, because it is technically a job, a public representative. I have given my credentials first, right? What are my credentials? What did I do in the past? What makes me a good person for this job? That is where I'm starting, okay? Now, what will I do? The plan for Malviya Nagar, etc. will come now, right? That's the idea. I just want people to be familiar with who I am, what I have done, and whether they think I'm a good candidate first, right? Whether they do. Am I better than Nota? That is where the question comes in. Would you do Nota or would you vote for me based on the CV? one of the ideas that I'm going to try out is that I'm going to take a literal printout of my CV and I'm going to use that as brochures to distribute in Balbinagar. Applying for job of MLA with the symbol. If again all these ideas I have it, but ये अभी करने दो पहले. We will do it. But yeah, I mean, I understand your criticism, but it is kind of unfair, man. You're just like, मेरे से हिटलर तक कैसे चले गए? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know where this comes from. Okay, fine. It's okay. Catchy slogan suggestion for poster or something else. If you have suggestions, share them in comments. Come up with catchy slogan thread भी बनाना पड़ेगा. Yes. Say no to Nota, make ignored next Neta. Oh. Ignore Nota, see may ignored a different kind of Neta. Ooh. Nice. थोड़े हिंदी भी बनाते हैं रे. हिंदी भी बना रहे हैं. Oh, let's upvote. Podcast that promotes pseudoscience. Okay. 2025 में 2029 में 2030 में सब में नोटा को हराएगा रे तेरा. Yes. We start now and then we campaign everywhere. Once we find out how to do it. एक मिनट के लिए एक स्लोगन भी नहीं सोच पाया. कोई नहीं, टाइम है. करो. Okay. Delhi election के updates है थोड़े बहुत. We'll talk about it. But I will start the call-in radio now. Should we start, friends? Let's make Malviya Nagar great again. Yes. Because I like Golwalkar. I don't like Golwalkar. What are you talking about? The Rajniti is not absurd जब आएगा मेघनाड. आहा भाई एकदम creative juices flowing in chat. Love it. That post seems to be a rage bait. I got it. It's a good rage bait though. Decent. But you're not doing a campaign about personality, isn't it? About policies like clean air, etc. Yeah, absolutely. So right now it is about personality though. Like the person who wrote that post, they're right. Right now it is about me. I mean, first I'm going to introduce myself, right? With my CV. So it is as personality as it gets, honestly. So yeah, I mean, and I'm going to take full advantage of that. Why not? And then of course there will be a plan after this. There are about 28 people who have emailed me saying they want to be in the manifesto committee. So manifesto ke liye, see, that is what I mean. We are also like working on establishing how to do this first, right? I don't want to start a Discord server. I want to make it public. So I thought that Reddit would be a good idea to do this. So we are going to figure that out also. Like there will be a bunch of people who will be working on manifestos. There will be a bunch of people who will be working on design, social media, all sorts of things. So वो organization भी सीख रहे हैं ना. Again, guys, I have never done a campaign before. You realize the reason why I am doing this is also to learn all of this and tell you how to do it also. So I don't know how. Like for example, I think I might need a campaign manager. Now I'm thinking about it. I think I'll need a campaign manager. So can I have a campaign manager? Do I have money to hire a campaign manager? But if I pay a campaign manager, will I have money to do the other things? It's a lot of questions. I have never done this before. What is radio call-in? So Parth, you can click on this, the link that I have shared upar. It will bring you here where there are people waiting to talk. So we are going to talk to them. First, I'm going to talk to Counter Radical because poor Counter Radical, every time he comes, there is someone on stage. So, hi Counter Radical.
No, 1 second. Before Counter Radical also, you have to give me time. Okay,
बोल.
And sorry, Counter, it's going to
ये
take a
इसके
bit.
साथ फिर से हो रहा है श्वेता. What is this यार?
I know.
नहीं,
I
Counter
will
Radical
apologize
stay.
to him personally also.
Yes, stay.
No, it's fine.
No, come back once I'm done.
No, he's
So,
here. बैठो यहाँ पे. हाँ.
What I have in mind is now, from now on, I am at least going to start addressing you as मंत्री उम्मीदवार मेघनाथ जी।
मंत्री
तो मंत्री उम्मीदवार मेघनाथ जी, सिंस हमारे पास बजट नहीं है,
हाँ।
तो इस टाइम मैं सस्ती रूबिका हूँ,
ओके।
और दिस इज द सॉर्ट ऑफ इंटरव्यू यू गेट।
ओह लाइक, ओह नाइस,
तो
आई लाइक दिस। ओके, श्वेता इज माय
तो
इंटरव्यूअर।
हम
ओके,
अब इंटरव्यू करेंगे,
फेयर।
एंड ये जो सारे सवाल मैं पूछने वाली हूँ आपको,
हाँ।
वो सारे सवाल मैंने आपकी टीम को दिखा दिए हैं।
ओ ओके।
वो लोग सारे सवाल अप्रूव कर चुके हैं।
ओके,
तो वो कह
बिकॉज
रहे
यू
हैं
आर माय
कि
टीम, डैम इट।
तो उन्होंने ये कहा है कि अगर ये वीडियो हम उनको एडिट करने दे देंगे तो ये सारे सवाल ओके हैं।
ओके, फेयर।
तो इस शुरुआत के साथ है ना,
हाँ।
पहला सवाल ये है, मंत्री उम्मीदवार मेघनाथ जी, आप सच सच बताइए, आपको चुनाव लड़ने का हौसला कौन सी पार्टी ने दिया है?
मुझे ना एक नौजवान थे हमारे जो श्री सर आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के खिलाफ खड़े हुए थे, उनको खड़े नहीं होने दिया था। ऑनेस्टली श्याम रंगीला नाम के एक बहुत ही अमेजिंग शख्स है, मैं काफ़ी इंस्पायर्ड हूँ उनसे मैडम। वो भी एक है, और मैंने देखा कि दुनिया भर में कई कई जगहों पे, जैसे यूनाइटेड किंगडम्स में या फिर बहुत जगह पे, कुछ कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स हैं जो इलेक्शंस के लिए खड़े हो रहे हैं, एक बस पॉइंट करने के लिए कि हम भी खड़े हो सकते हैं। तो मैंने भी सोचा यहाँ पे भी करके देखते हैं। वही है विचार मेरा। कोई पार्टी से, वैसे मैं बोल सकता हूँ, अभी तो बोल ही सकता हूँ कि श्री सर आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने अभी 2 दिन पहले निखिल कामत जी के पॉडकास्ट पे जो बोला, बड़ा इंस्पिरेशनल था, बड़ा
हाँ
इंस्पिरेशनल। यस, वेरी इंस्पिरेशनल।
जी जी सर, मैं ये भी आपसे पूछना चाहती थी कि आप चावल हाथ से खाते हैं या चम्मच?
रूबिका, आई एम गोना किक यू आउट सीरियसली।
ये एडिट पॉइंट थी। अच्छा ठीक है सर। सर अगला सवाल।
हाँ।
ये आजकल बहुत चल रहा है सोशल मीडिया पे, है ना, और आप यूट्यूबर हैं, इसलिए वामपंथी आइडियोलॉजी रखने वाले मूर्ख होते हैं ना, या बुद्धिमान होते हैं?
व्हाट? वामपंथी आइडियोलॉजी रखने वाले मूर्ख होते हैं?
या बुद्धिमान होते हैं?
ये सब ऐसे मैं सवालों में पढ़ता ही नहीं हूँ, मैं आइडियोलॉजीज के बारे में बात ही नहीं करता। आप मुझे पॉलिसीज के बारे में पूछ सकते हो मैडम, आपके पास अगर
अच्छा
दिमाग
अच्छा,
होगा तो आप पॉलिसीज के बारे में बात करेंगे, ये सब आइडियोलॉजी वगैरह छोड़ दीजिए अभी
ओके
तो।
ओके, सॉरी सर,
हाँ, हाँ,
मैंने थोड़ा रिसर्च भी किया
हाँ,
है। सो मैंने आपके स्टैंड अप में आपने एक बात कही है,
हाँ।
लिबरल हेयर इज ग्लोरियस, है ना, ये आपके
यस,
ही
लिबरल हेयर
स्लोगन
इज,
है।
यस, ग्लोरियस लिबरल हेयर ऑफ शशि थरूर। यस।
हाँ, तो मैं पूछना चाहती थी कि दो दो सवाल हैं यहाँ पे। एक तो क्या आपके हेयर में हेयर जेल है? और दूसरा, क्या आपकी सारी ताकत आपकी दाढ़ी में है, और अगर उसको काट दिया जाए तो क्या होगा?
रूबिका, आई एम किकिंग यू आउट।
नहीं नहीं, आई एम नॉट डन सर। सर प्लीज, आपने बहुत मुश्किल से हमको ये वक्त मिला है आपके साथ, प्लीज एक एक आखिरी सवाल।
Godi media type behavior, I don't like. Okay, people are saying English, so I'm going to switch to English now, Rubika. हिंदी चैनल नहीं है
पर
ये।
सर पर सर हमारे हमारे सारे मास मीडिया के लिए, है ना, अब हिंदी में
But
थोड़ा बहुत,
to be
अब आपको
honest,
मेरे,
Rubika, the thing is, if I shave off my beard, I look very young. People will not take me seriously. So the beard is a very thought out thing, which makes me look a little older and wiser. And the God has gifted me with some white hair also, either udhar, pepper, salt, pepper, which makes me look even older. So, which is great.
जी सर, बिल्कुल सर। लास्ट क्वेश्चन सर, आपका जो शीश महल है उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा प्लीज टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट योर शीश महल।
Oh my
क्या आपके
God.
घर में फर्नेस शौच कमोड है, हीरे
No,
जवाहरात वाला?
honestly, no, I don't. Abhi,
ट्रांसलेट
like this house
ट्रांसलेट
that
कर
I live
दीजिए।
in is like about 50 years old, and I have very old piping. So, like 2 months ago, one of my bathrooms made the pipe burst, so we had to make like plastic pipes and have like a very different weird connection. Now, there is like a maze inside my bathroom, and then didn't realize that the heater won't work, so now I'm screwed in winter. That's my bathroom ki dasta. Thank you, Rubika. Bye. Bye.
जी सर, थैंक यू। आपने हमको
Bye.
अपना मूल्यवान समय दिया। थैंक यू
Useless
सो मच सर,
interviewer.
थैंक यू।
Useless. Useless. Hup. Okay, now I'm taking counter radical. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Hi. Hi. I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, first of all, so I will congratulate you from the chat for for giving us this tutorial of how to apply. So thank you
Thank
for
you.
that.
Are you genuinely learning something? Are you genuinely finding out new things while this is happening?
Yeah, I am genuinely finding out new things, and the bigger thing is that in future, if someone wants to do this, they have a source to do this. Well, they have a tutorial.
Yeah, that's the idea. One of the things I've been doing since yesterday also, whenever I get time, because there's so much things happening now, is that I'm editing a vlog also. So 2 days of research. Now that I'll go tomorrow, then I'll go to nomination. So I'm going to make like a comprehensive video of, from start to finish till nomination filing. So वो करना है मुझे. So I think once the nomination is filed, I'll have like a proper, like a 30 to 40 minute guide which like people will like. So I'm trying to create that right now. His volume is low. एक second. हाँ बोलो.
Yeah, now it's fine.
हाँ no that's fine. I'll adjust it. Don't worry.
हाँ ठीक है ठीक है. No, that's really good what you are doing. मतलब if someone gets a क्या बोलते हैं a map, a way map to मतलब how to become how not to become but how to at least get yourself on the ballot, that is really good.
Yeah, exactly. That's the idea. And it's like do it and learn it sort of system, right? So it's
When at least
yeah.
there was tutorials for everything, now there would be a tutorial to apply to be an MLA. So
Yeah,
that's good.
that's the hope. That's the genuine hope. Yeah.
That's really good. Acha, I do have a question also.
Yes,
Matlab,
yes.
I don't know. I don't think you have covered it.
Yeah.
So if you have covered it, correct me, okay?
Yeah.
Have you covered the dam that China is building on Brahmaputra?
No, I haven't.
So have you read about it?
No, I haven't.
Acha, okay. Basically my question was what you think. Matlab, if you someday read about it, please cover it. Matlab,
Okay, I will check it out. Right now I'm so much into this, no, so I'm not like able to read anything else. Like I'm like for actually for the last 2 weeks I've been just thinking about this, worrying about this, stressing about this.
And it is a very
yeah.
big deal for you, man.
Yeah.
For anyone actually.
Yeah.
It's a very big deal.
Yeah, so but I will look at it.
अच्छा,
But
on a more मतलब वो क्या बोलते हैं on a more not so serious note, how would you do your campaign, huh? What division politics would you be doing, huh?
division politics, I don't know. Maybe people who love pollution versus people who don't.
That would be really good.
वो divide करना
Actually,
है
you can
मेरे
do
को.
that, na? You can do that. You are inspired from Mr. Modi, and you were also what you say, a tea seller, and you were inspired from Mr. Modi.
I was
So you
not
are
a tea
fighting
style seller. Like, I mean, the
Arey,
thing
to-
is,
so
I
wasn't
feel
he.
like
So he wasn't also.
I do feel like if you have worked with like policymakers for 7 years, that's better. I'm just saying. I mean, I do have
Who knows, right?
experience of dealing with policy, analyzing policy, trying to implement policy. What are the difficulties? All
Actually,
the
do
things.
you really think, matlab, this is a very, no, this is a serious question actually.
Yeah.
Do you think people care more about a policy, the
No, they
person who
don't.
knows policy, or the person who has a very strong agenda or very strong, what you say, message that,
I
oh, he's a teacher, he's a normal person, that is more stronger, or the person who knows policy is more stronger?
The first one you described, I'm not going to be strong if I am, because that's the thing. My manifesto will be completely policy based. Whatever campaigning, quote unquote,
And
I do
less
will be
people would
policy based.
actually read it because it's based on policy,
Yeah,
right?
because policy is boring also, right? It's not, and also it's so difficult. For example, I was watching a video abhi of I think Aaj Tak has done this video. Yeah, India Today has done this video of Malviya Nagar, right? Where I was watching it, and a lot of people in Malviya Nagar are saying that they have problems of let me recall the problems. One is roads are bad, right? So road में काफी खड्डे हैं, and when rains happen, it gets filled up, and then it's very difficult to get to the area where they are. The second is garbage, right? The thing is not clean. So there are like some people who come, sweepers, etc., in the morning, but they pick up only selective garbage. They don't pick up all of garbage. They will pick up only selective garbage and take it away, right? Or burn it, right? So that is a problem. But then, you have to also realize that these people are talking about garbage, which is the responsibility of MCD, right? And the MCD doesn't exist right now. So, like, unless you understand who to blame, I feel like this is pointless, right? So, for example, if I was the same reporter, if I was the person who was talking to them and they say कि garbage, जैसे कि हाँ तो MCD वालों से बात किया, जैसे कि MCD तो है नहीं. That is the natural sort of flow that it should have, right? But honestly, I don't know. Should I expect people to know these basics?
No,
Or
you
should I
can't
tell
expect
them
them, no.
about this? Like, it's also a very important question, right?
They need a person who will talk to MCD for them. They will talk to
Exactly.
the MLA, and the MLA would talk to
Exactly.
MCD.
So
They want that.
then the logical thing that comes here is that, let's say I am the one who is standing for elections and they're like कि garbage का problem hai. One is, I would definitely talk about civic sense, right? I would talk about for example, a very simple example, right? Like, there is garbage because people throw garbage, right?
Exactly.
I've been looking at it like around my area and everywhere. You know where people throw garbage? Where there is already garbage. Right? So if the area is clean and then you see like a pile of कोने में थोड़ा सा पान मसाला type कुछ पड़ा हुआ है, वहाँ पे people will throw. Then it will get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So maybe like one of the things is civic education, where you have like implementation of policies which would sort of encourage people not to do that. But is that even possible? Like, will people obey? And how do you do that? That's a big question, right?
Yeah.
The other option is डस्टबिन लगाओ, हर जगह डस्टबिन लगाओ. फिर तो जो भी कोने में पाइल बन रहा है वहां पे एक डस्टबिन लगा दो, right?
This does happen now. That why have our politicians stopped thinking about societal change and change in manners and everything?
Because
now they just
people
focus on
also
some
don't
X
want
policy.
to. No, also I feel like, and I don't want to really blame people or anything, but I will blame people a little bit for this also, because honestly, the kind of politicians we get are the reflection of our society, right? They are from amongst us, right? So if you're not going deep into civic issues, how they can be solved, or not thinking yourself how they can be solved, right? If you're just like existing in this area and you're doing your thing, like तुम घर के अंदर तो सब साफ रखते हो, right? But once you go out of the compound, everything is okay. Like, just throw garbage wherever you want, right? यहाँ पे एक पार्क है बाजू में, right? Dude, it's crazy how whenever a festival happens, after the festival, there is like a tiny murti under the tree or whatever. वहीं पे लोग कचरा फेंकते हैं. पूजा का भी कचरा वहीं पे फेंकते हैं. Like, literally, I have seen the people who live beside that park throw like bags of garbage, hurl bags of garbage into the park. Right? Now, what do you do in that case? Right? You go and scream at the auntie, no, ऊपर जो फेंक रही थी, right, whatever. But then, if I scream at the auntie, I should do it when I'm the MLA. I should just become a कचरा vigilante at that point of time. MLA सर दिख रहे होंगे तो फिर चिल्ला देंगे हम पे.
It happens कि these people see कि अच्छा यहाँ पहले से कुछ फेंका हुआ है तो we'll throw again, and वो guilt कम हो जाता है ना एकदम कि तो continuously फिर पता नहीं चलता who started it, but now everyone does it.
See, these are all very, very interesting questions, right? Which deserve discussion also. Nobody's even discussing it. And I think one of the reasons why I'm doing this campaign is because I want to think about these questions also. A very realistic way, right? Again, I don't know how. I have a bunch of things that I know theoretically that can happen. But can they really happen? If I become an MLA, maybe I'll try some of these things out and see what is effective.
Now it's an MLA's responsibility.
Yeah.
Now normal people can do some things, obviously. But
Yeah, of course. Like,
someone has
I'm not
to-
saying that the MLAs and councillors and MPs are not responsible. No, I'm not saying that.
No,
But I'm
not
saying
saying
that once you start thinking about these things and talking to people about these things is only when you will be able to solve it. Right now, I don't see anybody even talking about this. I feel like one of the things that is like a basic thing is to sort of start talking about this and getting community involved, etc. Let's see.
Actually, one thing I would like to say, if you go to Somnath Bharati's website, he has a very good post about वो क्या बोलते हैं, helping in collection of garbage and cleaning the streets. But I don't think it's working.
Oh, really?
हाँ, it's on his
somnathbharti.com.
website.
somnathbharti.com. Social justice, economy, national security, health. Volunteer contribute, stay connected. Bharti speaks. Events, blog, gallery, media. कहाँ पे? Achievements, appeal to people. Mission in politics. Oh, issues. हैं? Economy, national security, human capital. Oh, was this designed for the MP campaign? I think it was. Because he was standing for MP also, no? This time, 2024 के लिए.
No, this is a old website. This hasn't been क्या बोलते हैं, what do you say, updated for a long time, for years. And 1 or 2 years it hasn't been updated.
Okay, interesting. I should check this out actually. Interesting. Let me see. If I get an interview with him, I'll ask him about it.
Yeah. I think it would be so funny you asking your own competitor.
I do want to. Like, I'm not going to lie to him and like suddenly camera pe bol dunga. No.
नहीं.
I'll tell him ki, listen, I'm also like applying for your job, sir. Since you have done your job for 10 years, more, 10 plus years.
Actually, you can have a debate with him, na?
Debate, matlab, I'll try to learn what the job is also, no? That is the first step. Like, what is it that he sees possible? What is it that he sees is not possible for an MLA? To know all these things is also important, right? Because मैं अनशन कुछ भी promise कर दूंगा, कुछ भी, I can.
People do that.
हाँ, that's what people do ना, अनशन कुछ भी promise कर देते हैं. But I want to like, see, that's the reason why I won't win ना, because I'm being very realistic about these things.
But नहीं, you can.
People don't want realism. People want dreams.
हाँ, of course.
I don't
But नहीं,
sell
if you
dreams.
do
I don't
a
want to sell dreams.
campaign,
हाँ.
but if you do a campaign targeting the वो क्या बोलते हैं, middle class or lower middle class, then and going to them, there are many strategies ना. You go to them, you talk to them. Those strategies you can use. Of course, you can use them to the posh people. That will not work on them.
I don't.
The middle class
Posh
and lower
people.
middle class.
The hope is that posh people will see an English speaking candidate and they'll be like, अरे वाह, हमारा ही है. I don't know.
Would the posh people care enough?
No, I'm not sure. I can't assume anything, honestly.
No, but you do your best, and we would be thankful whatever you do. मतलब whatever you score, we will be thankful.
Let's see. Project Tanda, 0 votes.
Let's hope for the best.
Yes, let's hope for the best. Okay, Counter Radical, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's take it in order only. I'm going to be here for a while, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to take as many people as I can today. थोड़ा लंबा चलेगा maybe, but it's fine. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you doing?
Good. Firstly, I have to really appreciate that you will be probably the first person who is doing this. So yeah, congratulations for that. Who has attempted to do it. Okay, and it gives me that insignificant man wala feeling. Oh, that's the whole idea.
I mean, one of the things I've been also like sort of see, Shyam Rangila has done it. There are 1,000 other people, independent candidates who do it regularly. Like, so, I mean, when you have seen our election coverage, right? I'm not going to claim I'm the first person to do this, because honestly, every election we look at independent candidates getting like 2-3 votes, sometimes 20 vote. They're still there. I have been talking to a few people who just run because they want to, right? And I find that very interesting, right? I feel like independent candidates don't get enough attention. I feel like maybe I'm the first, let's say, content creator who is sort of trying to fight elections and turning that into content. Like, that's the process of fighting elections. That I give you. That I'm the first to do. But I wouldn't say I'm the first person who stood for elections independently like this, right? The methodology is just like thoda sa, I don't know. It's just an experiment, you know that.
Okay. So few observations I had, which are inputs, if you can consider for your campaign or whole strategy.
Sure.
See, it's very important for you to understand you are going to be looking at issues which most likely will already be issues in the election, which AAP and BJP will compete over.
Okay.
There you might get lost. What
Right.
matters, if that is a possibility, what matters is if you find issues which are very specific to Malviya Nagar, and you have to do something that it get identified with you. So I can give you one example. Okay. And since it's a urban setup, there's a traffic signal jahan pe people get stuck for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they get so bored, people eat chanas. The chana salesmen, they sit together and eat chana. You know.
Right.
So you can you can have a group or whatever the setup is, or with choki signal chana eaters party. Now that clearly identifies, it's not a joke party, it's an issue, but it is amusing enough to draw attention. So I had once given an example of beer drinkers party. Now that is an absolute joke, and that's something which you don't want to do. But you can identify with something which can be, and this came to my mind because you were pointing out that the personality based. It need not be personality based, it can be linked to a PIDA in society which will be identified with you. So we have this tagline in our satirical setup, some Pirit Samaj, So it could be traffic Pirit Samaj or Kachra Pirit Samaj. And you are the face of the Pirit Samaj.
I like
so
that.
you are the victim here. And then you are identified as one of them. So that is one strategy you can use. Otherwise, there's a possibility of just getting lost in air pollution. Frankly, a Delhi MLA can do jack shit about air pollution.
That's true. That's very true.
Power-wise,
That's very true.
anything-wise. But yeah, Delhi MLA
But
can do jack
honestly,
shit about
no. Okay, can do nothing about it is not what I believe anymore. Because honestly, one of the things is that unless you make it an election issue, right? Like air pollution should be an election issue, right? So everyone who is standing for elections from Delhi should have a plan for air pollution, because according to me that is the number one issue in Delhi right now, right? Air pollution.
Correct.
And I feel like there needs to be like at least some discussion, some ideas, some solutions, some talk about it, right? That is the one reason why I'm picking this issue also, which is like nobody is talking about it. Maybe if we start talking about it, there will be solutions coming towards us, and then maybe we will be able to express them during a campaign. Maybe it will get some coverage somewhere. I hope even that matters, right? So the thing is, I won't win. I know this, right? I know this. I won't win. But at the same time, if I know that I'm not winning, at least I should be talking about the right issues, and I should be talking about policies which are solutions, realistic solutions. Even if that gets some coverage, I feel like that's a win then.
Cool. But in that case also, you could consider using some kind of what I told you right now. That
I understand where you're coming from. For example, one of the things is, let's say, the traffic in Malviya Nagar market, right? It's insane. It's bad, very bad.
Air pollution.
Air
pollution, you could be like a.
But I've been thinking about, so for
Samaj.
example, I've been thinking about how to solve the traffic problem in Malviya Nagar, right? Like the market mein. The reason why is because there are so many connecting roads from a parallel road. So people come in, east side जाना है, उस side जाना है, फिर वहीं पे parking हो रहा है. So congestion, right? Plus the autos have to go and drop people off to the metro, and they pick it up from Malviya Nagar market. So उसकी वजह से congestion. Lots of problems there. One of the solutions is turn it into a one-way. Right, there is a parallel road running right beside it. Make that one way. There is a parallel road running here. Make that one way, this way, right? And it's like a giant circuit. That's it, right? I was told by someone that they tried to do this, but the shopkeepers there revolted.
Okay, so that is one. Second thing which I wanted to say, and something which, after all, we are a parliamentary democracy. And MLA is a representative. That is why the entity part comes in. There are so many people. You're talking always about 5 people, 2 people. But there are so many people MLAs don't go to because it is not productive for them to win votes, but they are a group. So if I'm just putting it out there, there are sex workers,
Hmm.
there are transgender people. They are more than 10, and they are more than 10 in your constituency, wherever this constituency is.
Hmm.
Nobody talks to them.
Hmm.
For them, the fact that somebody even spoke to us is a big deal. I mean, obviously, it is up to one's comfort zone and whatever, but as a representative, when someone says, "Oh, I want to represent you as well," now that tends to win hearts, and you will get much more
Interesting.
job done.
Hmm.
And when it comes to covering the population which regular parties wouldn't cover. So you can
Interesting.
identify these micro groups which are absolutely neglected.
Hmm. Again, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that idea. Let me see. That's a good idea actually.
So there are like sex workers, transgender, manhole cleaners, manual scavengers. There's so many people who are just invisible to the greater population, and because it's a large constituency. I mean, yours is
Yeah.
a small one, but lakhs of people voting. You just need 55,000. You just pick issues, and this hardly 2 months. तो ये होता है हमारे देश में.
Hmm. Makes sense.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So these two things I wanted to point out.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sadvik.
Cool. See
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, let's take Rohit. Guys, if you are new here, please say hi. Funding for campaign wishes Project Anda. Thank you, Yash. Thank you so much. Thank you. Much appreciated. Guys, please do like
Hello.
this stream. Please do like this stream. Hello, hi Rohit.
हेलो पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि भाई आप इतना वो नेगेटिव मत हो मेरे को लगता है आप जीत सकते हो
रोहित मैं थोड़ा सा रियलिस्टिक हो रहा हूँ सर लाइक देखो आप देखो कि
आप
सोमनाथ
बस इतना
भारती
कह दो उनको कि
हाँ
जैसे उन लोगों को ये तो पता है ही कि अपनी जो दिल्ली की एयर है वो इतनी पोल्यूटेड है कि आप 10-20 पैक ऑफ सिगरेट पी रहे हैं
या
तो आप कह दो कि अगर मैं जीता तो मैं आपको नशे भी करवा दूंगा
ओके व्हाट नाइस नो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू से दैट
ठीक ओके बट आई
सॉरी
थिंक आप
रोहित
जीत
एक
देखो
सेकंड
अगर
सॉरी रोहित एक सेकंड होल्ड करना ब्लीप सोविक एंड ऋषिकेश इफ यू आर न्यू एंड इफ यू वांट टू नो हाउ टू जॉइन please do join the call ऊपर there is a link here you can come here and then you can raise your hand and you can join a queue and I will talk to you that's how call in radio works so I'm just telling you that if you are new come okay Rohit go on sorry
अपने को वैसे यार मैं हिंदी में बोल सकता हूँ
हाँ बोलो बिल्कुल बोलो हिंदी में बोलो इट्स फाइन हेलो
चल छोड़ो यार मेरे को कुछ आ ही नहीं रहा दिमाग में
नहीं आपने जो बोला कि इतने नेगेटिव क्यों होते हैं उसके बारे में बात करते ना
हाँ नेगेटिव नहीं होना चाहिए लोगों को
देखो
क्योंकि देखो अपने
मैं नेगेटिव नहीं हूँ ऑनेस्टली रोहित बट मैं किस चीज के बारे में पॉजिटिव हूँ वो थोड़ी सी अलग है राइट मैं पॉजिटिव इस चीज से हूँ अभी इस पॉइंट पे कि मेरा नाम बैलेट पे जाएगा राइट मेरा नाम बैलेट पे जाएगा तो एक मेरे लिए बड़ी बात है क्योंकि मैंने शुरुआत से अभी तक खुद किया है फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी मैं देख रहा था मैं कुछ पार्टी वाले लोगों से भी बात कर रहा था कि आप कैसे करते हो एक्सेट्रा उनका तो पूरा मैकेनिज्म बना हुआ है राइट लाइक उनको तीन प्रपोजर्स चाहिए वो आ जाते हैं वो लेके आते हैं उनका पूरा नेटवर्क है कार्डर है फंड्स है कैंपेन्स है वो एड वाले हायर कर सकते हैं कैंपेन मैनेजर्स है सबके सब कुछ है राइट बट ये भी सोचने वाली बात है ना कि अगर किसी को मेरे जैसे किसी को अगर इलेक्शन लड़ना भी होगा राइट तो कितना करना पड़ेगा कि मैं कर पाऊंगा राइट मेरा पॉजिटिविटी यहीं पे आता है कि मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है कि वो मुझे अलाउ करेंगे वो मेरी पॉजिटिविटी है अगर वो भी हो गया ना तो मुझे लगता है मैं सक्सेसफुल हो जाऊंगा तो उसके बाद वोटिंग कैंपेन उसकी बाद में बात आती है
और अगर एक और मैंने सोचा है कि अगर एक यूट्यूबर अगर जीत जाता है तो अपने एक अलग तरीके का कनेक्ट भी बैठ सकता है जैसे आप अभी अपने कॉल इन रेडियो कर रहे हैं
हाँ.
तो अगर आप जीत गए तो एक एमएलए से कॉल इन रेडियो होगा
एग्जैक्टली दैट्स द आइडिया बिकॉज आई थॉट कि व्हाई नॉट राइट क्यों नहीं. और एक और चीज़, जैसे मैं अभी एक और चीज़ सोच रहा था कि जैसे मैं सोमनाथ भारती जो हमारे अभी विधायक है उनसे बात करनी है मुझे, राइट. ये भी नहीं होता ना, एक कैंडिडेट दूसरे कैंडिडेट से कभी बात ही नहीं करता. लाइक स्टेज पे जाके गाली मारते हैं एक दूसरे को, बट ढंग से बात तो कोई करता नहीं है ना. वो भी होना चाहिए
और
शायद.
पीठ पीछे खुद मजे में रहते हैं, स्टेज पे
हाँ
लड़ाई
हाँ
करेंगे पीठ पीछे.
हाँ. और ऐसे कोई मैं वहां पे जाके उनको गाली थोड़ी मारने वाला हूँ.
हाँ.
या और कुछ रोहित?
नहीं बस.
पहली बार ही बात कर रहे हो ना मेरे से?
हाँ जी हाँ जी.
हाँ. कहाँ से हो?
राजस्थान.
अच्छा. अरे
हनुमानगढ़.
हमारे श्याम रंगीला भी वहीं से है.
हाँ जी, पड़ोसी.
अच्छा, सही बात है. चलो रोहित, और कोई सवाल, कुछ बोलना है?
नहीं नहीं,
ठीक है.
यही कहना चाहूंगा, आप जीतोगे, टेंशन मत लो.
थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू. आपका फेथ है ना, काफी है. टॉकिंग लाइक अ पॉलिटिशियन. आपका फेथ होना चाहिए बस. फिर तो भगवान भरोसे है. नहीं, आपके ही भरोसे है. आप ही भगवान हो. चलो बाय रोहित.
बाकी हम रूबी का लियाकत तो हम बन ही जाएंगे.
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. चलो बाय.
ओके.
अच्छा लगा बात करके. सिंह खालसा. हाय.
Am I audible?
Yes, hi, how are you doing? Sorry, just a second.
Great. So you remember me from the previous stream, right? I am hoping so.
Oh, you are the one who were saying call in radio karo.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, तुम्हारी वजह से ही हो रहा है ये. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. I was waiting for so long. My name is Dev, by the way.
Hi Dev.
So like I have mailed to you also regarding the manifesto committee, and I got a revert back from Shweta also.
Yes.
So I hope to meet you, brother.
Yes.
And one more thing, like I recently applied for the LAMP fellowship, and I am very happy to say that they rejected me very diligently.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's tough to get in.
Yeah, but what was your resume that you got in?
Honestly, Dev, so I did the first batch of LAMP way back in 2011. जब किसी को पता भी नहीं था कि LAMP कुछ चीज़ होता है. I had applied then, so तब competition कम था. But honestly, I feel like they judged people based on their analytical skills, right? So मुझे याद है मेरे ऐसे में एक कुछ था कि like analyze the education system या कुछ था, या analyze a policy, ऐसे कुछ फॉर्म में था question. So I had done something on education system, like school vouchers or something. I don't remember exactly what I had done, but I had like बस taken an idea, research करके लिखा था. तो उसी पे सवाल पूछ रहे थे मुझे इसमें इंटरव्यूज में.
Right.
तो वो एनालिटिकल स्किल्स देखना चाहते हैं ना कि इज द पर्सन एबल टू लुक एट अ प्रॉब्लम और लुक एट एन इशू एंड गिव आउट द प्रोज एंड कॉन्स ऑफ द इशू, राइट. दैट इज द मेन जॉब ऑफ अ लैम्प और अ पॉलिसी रिसर्चर. तो मैंने वो 7 साल किया, राइट. उसके बाद भी तो दे वांट पीपल who can work with MPs, but they are not looking for चाटुकार्स, राइट. दे शुडंट बी लाइक MP के साथ काम कर रहे हो मतलब वो जो बोल रहे वही करना है, right. Their whole idea is that no, if you're in their office you should tell them ki so these are the pros, these are the cons. Then the MP gets to pick, right, that I agree with these points and I don't agree with these points. Then you help them craft a speech, notices, etc. That was the job. तो उसके लिए एक्चुअली मैंने बहुत पढ़ाई की थी वो लैम्प इंटरव्यू के लिए. उसके पहले थोड़ी बहुत तो की थी. तो उसके बेसिस पे शायद हो गया या तुक्का लग गया.
So whom
maybe.
did you work with in the parliament?
So I worked with a gentleman from NCP first. Then I worked with Derek O'Brien of TMC. Then I worked with Mr. PD Rai from Sikkim. I was in Sikkim for I mean 1.5 years where I was working with the party also. Then I was working with KD Singh, who is a politician from Haryana technically, but also from TMC. It was a very bizarre situation. Then I worked with Mr. Tathagat Satpathy, who is Chief Whip of BJD Odisha. Then I was working with the BJD party a little bit. And then I
Okay.
became a little bit of a consultant also, so I was working with some other parties as well. वो मैं नहीं बता सकता क्योंकि उनके साथ NDA साइन किया था मैंने.
Okay, but that's cool.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
Wow. So like, ever tried working with that Prashant Kishore agency?
IPAC?
Yeah.
Honestly, no, I haven't. But I did apply for the BJP's equivalent, Association of Billion Minds, a long time ago when I was very desperate for a job. तब मैंने करके देखा था. हुआ नहीं मेरा, because obviously. So
And back in 2011, Congress was not understanding all this.
कांग्रेस में तो oh my god 2011 when I was in first time I came to Delhi कितने everything was in shambles like मतलब पार्लियामेंट तो चल ही नहीं रहा था.
Exactly.
स्कैम वैम हुए थे सब कुछ. हमारे
Scam
मोदी जी
हुए
आ
थे.
गए.
It was made a issue.
हाँ मतलब वो स्कैम वैम
Yeah.
मतलब लाइक लोगों के दिमाग में वो अभी भी बैठा है ना कि
लोगों-
अरे
हाँ,
इन्होंने स्कैम किया था,
exactly.
करप्ट है.
That is the issue. लोगों के दिमाग में तो बोफोर्स भी बैठा है आज तक.
हाँ,
जो
हाँ,
issue था
बिल्कुल.
ही नहीं कभी.
बिल्कुल. एंड दैट्स व्हाई
Exactly.
पीपल आर दैट्स व्हाई पॉलिटिशियंस आर सो वरीड. फॉर एग्जांपल तुमने वो शीश महल वाला देखा अभी जो
yeah,
कंट्रोवर्सी
yeah.
हो रहा है. सो
Yeah.
जस्ट फॉर कॉन्टेक्स्ट चैट वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि लाइक a CAG report was leaked apparently recently where they said that Kejriwal has spent like a shit ton of money on his CM bungalow when he was the chief minister recently, and there are gold plated toilets in there. There is a mini bar, there is a sauna room, there are hot tubs, okay, and there is a giant swimming pool apparently. वो तो मैप पे देखा, वो तो दिखा नहीं मुझे स्विमिंग पूल, वो कौन सा स्विमिंग पूल पता नहीं. But so the thing is, you know, I was wondering, will they react to this? They did. Do you see how strongly they reacted to this? Aam Aadmi
Yeah.
Party. The reason
Yeah.
why is because once you are plastered with a charge of corruption, people don't look at the other side of it, right? People will not look at your explanations. People will not look at, oh ये CAG का report leak हुआ, उनके website पे नहीं मिल रहा है. They will not look at all of these things. Once they establish Kejriwal as corrupt, he's dead in water. Because that is his whole spiel.
But he knows this better because this is what happened with Sheila Dikshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Similarly,
And
but
that's
she
why he's
didn't
so
respond
scared
to
of
that.
it. That's why he's so
Exactly,
scared
and
of these
she didn't respond
allegations.
to that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I still remember the CAG commissioner said, we have never said what is being said about Sheila
Yeah.
Dikshit.
Yeah. I know that. And
he
also
made
that
issues.
whole
So he's smart.
zero loss theory and all that bullshit that happened during that time.
Oh, so tell me one thing, after your experience, do people really care about policies in general, or it is just about politics?
I feel like less and less. People care about
Less
it
and
less and less because people also don't want to apply their brain to it. I feel like abhi kya ho raha hai ki, I mean, I just have a general like observation about this, that because our current political system, like whatever you see, is defined by ek to toxic politicians who are screaming at each other all the time, ये लांछन लगाते रहते हैं, whatever. Second is TV news, which is also the same, which is debates are always screaming about at each other all the time. WWE match खेल रहे basically. सब लोग wrestling देख रहे हैं, right?
True.
Then if you have a sensible person who is coming in, talking kindly, listening to people, talking to people, doing all the things without like getting into all this wrestling, people don't watch it because watching wrestling is fun. Right? So that's there. The other side of things is where younger people are just hypnotized by content, which is TikTok and Reels, YouTube videos, podcasts, all those things, which don't give you any substance. Nobody is talking about that either. उधर भी कोई बात नहीं कर रहा ना. तो politics, I think honestly, has been turned into this place which is not great for common people, right? Normal people politics नहीं करते because normal people अच्छे होते हैं and सब बुरे लोग politics में जाते हैं. That's the general thing. Like you'll tell every mom in every house will also talk about this कि politics के बारे में बात मत करो table पे. डिनर टेबल पे बात मत करो, right? But what people have forgotten is that the politics is the only way to get solutions for problems of society. That is the way. Politics is supposed to be a way where you are able to discuss things. You are able to come up with solutions together. It is a community thing. It is a normal thing, right? I feel like someone needs to reclaim that. I just don't know how yet, but I'm trying my best to do that first.
Right. Like, can I ask you one more question, please?
Go on.
Yeah, this is what I asked Abhinandan also from News Laundry, but
Yeah.
no good response. He read the question, but he was like, in he didn't respond too much about that. Like, I was thinking about it from quite a while, that our forefathers, whether it is Periyar, whether it is Mahatma Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, are being vilified so धीरे धीरे. They are being very vilified, and Savarkar like fellows are being glorified, Govalkar too. So what is the long term impact of that? Like, people are believing in that. I see people of my generations, they are not thinking about jobs. Like, I have a fellow in my college telling me that Modi will make it a Hindu Rashtra, and when I asked him what is Hindu Rashtra, he doesn't know. And I was like, dude, look for a job, get a life. And they don't have a life. They are getting a lot of kick from this. They love the history distortions. They love abusing Gandhi and Nehru, but they don't know about Gandhi, Nehru. They have not read an ounce about them.
Because it's easy, right, to have opinions on this. It's so easy, right? Like, if you, for example, the thing with the Hindu Muslim sort of thing, or religion, etc., is such an easy thing to have an opinion on. तुमको brain लगाना ही नहीं है, basically. If you are someone who is like believing like a Hindu Rashtra, or even like an Islamic state, or whatever it is, right? I feel like you're a person who doesn't want to think. Honestly, that's basically it, right? And then if you ask the person, what is it, they don't want to think. That's why they believe it. That's the whole thing. So it's pointless to even ask that question, because honestly, like, they will take it as an insult for some reason, right? If you ask them what is an Hindu Rashtra, अरे तेरे को नहीं पता क्या? Like, Hindu pride, Jai Shri Ram चिल्लाने लगेंगे, and then you are like, bhai, but what? Because you're a thinking person, right? I feel like one of the things is we need more thinking people to speak up, to talk, to bring like, I don't know, conversations तो करो यार public में, थोड़ा सा बात तो करो at least, कि इसके बारे में, policies के बारे में. Like, for example, अभी जो garbage का जो बात हो रहा था, right? Why is nobody talking about this? It's very bizarre, right? Pollution के बारे में, ये वो whatever.
So what's the long-term impact of the history distortions?
Bad, but also honestly, I can tell you this, that as people get older, as people get busier, with their families, with their life, etc., they tend to get away from this a little bit, right? So, abhi you will find them in this team going all like young blood, wo chilla rahe honge sab pe. Let them get older, let them get into like in their late 20s, thoda sa, early 30s, mid 30s. Then they will be like, अरे रेंट देना है. Then they will be like, अरे बच्चों के लिए ये करना है, वो करना है, शादी करना है. तो लाइफ आ जाएगा ना, फिर लाइफ के प्रॉब्लम्स आ जाएंगे, फिर ये सब सोचने का टाइम नहीं होता है. तो डोंट वरी, अभी they will be like very सावरकर. Don't expect it to last though. It's very surface level.
And Mahatma Gandhi's great grandson says that I don't care much, because I know when the Congress comes back to power, they will just resolve all this.
Oh God.
Do you believe this?
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really paid much attention. The way I look at it, and you must have, if you follow my channel, I've done a few live streams on this. I've been picking up historical figures like Savarkar, Ambedkar, and one on Bhagat Singh I've done. I've been picking them up, and I've been treating them like grey characters, like human beings, right? Like, I am a human being, you're a human being. तुमने गलती की है, मैंने भी गलती की है life में. We are all grey characters. तुमने क्या life में सब कुछ अच्छा ही किया है क्या? Not possible. Like, you're a human. You will do things, say things which will be ridiculous, not acceptable, whatever. So I've been trying to sort of go through their life and just look at them for what they are, right? Ambedkar, all these people. Their views might be relevant during that time, but they're not relevant during this time. maybe they need to be changed, maybe they need to be evolve. वो तो देखता नहीं है ना, because उसमें effort लगता है. So if you want to
Right.
like ask me what do I think about what will happen to these people, मतलब like what will happen to this discourse right now, I feel like it's not deep enough to last, according to me. But if you read Savarkar, if you read about Savarkar, or if you read about Ambedkar, or if you read about Gandhi, and make a decision based on what they were saying, what you think about them, I feel like that is something that lasts longer. And people who do all this will not scream from rooftops. They will write books. They will be historians. They will be people who will study, right? And those people don't scream.
Right. Quite insightful.
Yeah.
Looking forward to work with you, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Do
you
you
so
know
much.
anyone
Thank
in
you for giving me-
Malviya Nagar who can register, who can propose my name?
Pose your name. No, I don't know anyone. Actually, I live in North Delhi.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
in case, just ask around, friend, and if you can find someone, I would be really grateful.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you at the campaign. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Okay.
Bye. Let's go to Parth. Step Pro, I see you like raising and doing this nonsense. It's a queue. You will have to wait. I am going to give time to everyone, so you will have to be patient. That's the only thing. Step Pro, I see you. Now you are at the end of the queue again. Can't help it, man. Patient people come first. Parth, hi. Hello, Parth. Parth is not there. Is Parth here? Parth किधर है? Parth किधर है? Hindu Rashtra is a concept in which all the Hindus come under control of Brahmin head and they harm each other only. Okay.
So until Path comes back, we just got one more proposer in
Okay.
the past 15 odd minutes. So that is nice.
Nice. I'll call them. Yes, amazing. So 7?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, I'll have to call them and ask them. Nice. Wonderful. Hi, Parth.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Hi, I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you. Are you not able to hear me?
Hello.
Parth, I think you need to fix your audio, friend. Once you fix your audio, I'll bring you back. Okay?
A general announcement, guys, whenever you all come on Discord to talk, please mute your YouTube and put on the audio output of your Discord. There is a slight lag, approximately 30 seconds between YouTube and Discord.
Yeah, it takes a lag hai thoda sa. You're right. Parth will come back. Parth, it's okay. You try and then come back. I'll bring you back. Don't worry. ADM, hi.
Meghnad, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, Meghnad. How are you?
I'm also good.
I wanted to start by saying, Meghnad, I am not your fan. Actually,
Okay.
I'm a mega fan.
Okay.
I was a big fan of that guy who came a few weeks ago with his whole spiel. But no, I feel like I'm obligated to say, like most people, that I've been following you since News Laundry days, but I've not actually. I've only followed you from last little bit at IVM, and I subscribed to your channel, I think July 2023. So I was one of the first 5,000 subscribers. So I'm really happy to see you've crossed 75,000 now.
Thank you.
And been following you since then. It's a little strange to actually talk to you because I'm hearing your voice in real time. Whereas when I
Yes.
watch your streams, I usually watch at 2x, 2.5x even.
Yeah, it must be
So,
odd because I talk slow now, according to you.
yeah, I'm like, who am I talking to? This is the guy
Yeah,
I'm used
makes
to.
sense.
But two things I wanted to bring up. One
Yeah.
is I think you standing for elections and stuff is amazing, and I think that this is such a great precedent for people. I know you're saying you're not the first, but you're doing it at a fairly large scale. You do have a following, and you
Yeah,
might not have the biggest following in the world, but you have a very engaged community, and
absolutely.
very similar with Puneet Panya, right? I've
Yeah.
been following him since 2020.
Sorry, I think my connection dropped off. Can you hear me? Hello? My connection dropped off, I think. Hello?
I think
I'm
you're audible on stream also.
I am now, I think, but I think ADM ka chala gaya. I'll just
Meghnad, can you hear me?
yeah, I can now. Yes, yes. Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
great.
My connection dropped
Yeah,
off
Shweta was
suddenly.
saying your stream dropped.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was saying that, I think it's great you're standing for election, but you'll probably be under a microscope now. So, I've never really loved the fact that you take A2's names directly. And I've put in chat few times that you should probably stick to just saying business sir or any
Yeah.
other terms. So I think that you just need to be a little bit more careful now, because I know you always say they will come for Ravish before they come for me.
Yeah.
But Ravish is not standing for election. So I think that things might flip over now. So I just put a
Fair,
little bit of
fair.
caution.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I have to be a lot more careful about these things.
And second thing I wanted to mention is, I'm based out of Canada, as I said, which is why I've never been able to come for this stream. So thank you for taking me the first time I've logged on. But, I just want to talk about how, while I don't follow Canadian politics very closely, because to me, politics is entertainment, to be
Yeah.
very honest, and Indian and American politics are a lot more fun. I'm just currently very frustrated with what I'm seeing south of the border, seeing the way that Trump has been just how he's won the election, his crony capitalism, the fact that all of the billionaires are lining up to be his best friend has been very frustrating. I saw a news report about how he's no longer. I haven't verified it, but I saw a report saying that he's no longer going to end the Ukraine war in his first day in office, which was one of his promises. He's now going to change the Gulf of Mexico's name to Gulf of America. Just all stupid things.
Yeah.
But actually, what's going to wind up happening is it's just a way for billionaires to get trillions in tax write-offs and cost the people, and they'll lose social security and Medicare and Medicaid and things like that. And it's incredibly frustrating to see. And being in Canada, like, I mean, there are impacts about what happens across the border. And now immigration is also a big thing. You might see more competition in Canada, which might impact my ability to get permanent residency over here.
Right. Right.
So it's just something that I've been really frustrated about. And I see it world over, where income inequality is constantly increasing, tax breaks are being given to the wealthy. Everyone says the economy is doing great, but the fact is there are two economies. There's the economy for the rich and there's the economy for the majority.
Yeah.
And the economy for the rich is so much larger than the economy for the majority that all overlying metrics that you see, like GDP growth and income per capita, they're all averages, right? So what happens
So
is the economy for the rich is so much bigger that that's the only thing you're really seeing. And for the normal person, the average human being, the Aam Aadmi, we are not reaping any benefits from that. In fact, our situation's getting worse.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's what I say all the time on this stream also. That um, like, I mean, we live in two worlds. One is the world of socialism, and the one is the world of late stage capitalism. I feel like normies like us, we live in capitalism, right? Where we are being told constantly that तुमको तुम्हारा problem solve करना है. You have to earn money and throw it at problems so that the problems go away. That is the way capitalism works, right? You have to aspire for getting into a section of society where you will have private healthcare, where you will have private security, where you will have private firefighters who will fight fires which are because of climate change. You will have all things private, right? Paisa pheko, tamasha dekho. That is what we are being taught constantly. But on the other hand, the super rich live in the world of socialism, where they get subsidized lands to open new factories, projects, whatever. They get tax breaks. They get access to government, first access to government. They get contracts. They get all sorts of benefits from the government. They get easy loans to lose basically in business or whatever. So they are enjoying socialism. right? But the propaganda that they do or fuel is always about how socialism is bad, right? Because if people get socialism, then they are screwed, right? Because the government will have to spend money on people then, not them. So then they are screwed. So that's why they keep dissing socialism while living in a world of socialism, while convincing others that capitalism is the best thing that can happen to the world. That's what it is.
Yeah, their net worth will go down from 450 billion to 1 billion, which
Yeah.
itself is too much.
Yeah.
But that's terrible.
There should be no billionaires according to me. Screw it, मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
Exactly.
There should be no
Exactly.
billionaires. बहुत ज़्यादा है पैसा. $1 billion is a lot of money.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't even like the ability to spend it in a lifetime.
एक सेकंड यहाँ पे see,
like,
you know me has made a very interesting point. Does this guy even realize he is the rich and elite, which both of these are dissing? Honestly, you know me, I don't think I'm rich and elite anymore. If you look at the income inequality in this country, sure, I might be like a high earning person, high net worth individual, but honestly, do you see the income disparity in this country? Do you see like the amount of money people have? It's crazy. Like, go to any mall in Delhi and you look at the people buying like shit ton of, like spending shit ton of money buying like 15 lakh ka purses and stuff. I can't do that. I can't, right?
I mean, neither can I. I live
Neither
in
can you.
Toronto, where poverty line income is expected to be some $55,000 to $60,000 annually. Like, if you're below that, you're below poverty line, and my income
Yeah.
is below that. I'm in sales, so if I hit my bonuses, I'm just above that.
So tell
So
me,
it's
in
like we are not the rich and wealthy.
no, for example, in India, if you earn more than 25,000 rupees a month, you're in the top 10% earning population of the country. 25,000 a
What
month.
can you do with that? You
Yeah.
can't even do anything with 25. Feeding yourself is difficult at that. Well, then you're still top 10 if you get to that point.
But that's the
So
thing, right?
calling us the rich and
25,000
wealthy, yes,
25,000 a
but
month
I still
is,
very much live paycheck to paycheck.
yeah, yeah. But 25,000 per month is nothing. But still, like 10%.
Exactly.
So we are rich. 25,000 से ज़्यादा मिल गया तो rich.
Yes, and there's a difference between being in the upper echelons and being the elite. The elite are like the 1% of the 1%.
Oh,
They're the ones
absolutely.
who actually have power to change things.
Yeah, 0.00001%. Like, literally, like, तुम अभी like 10 लोग you can count in this country who have way more wealth than 50% of the population. Okay, 10 लोग.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's
So,
crazy.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's all I had to say. I wanted to say again a few things. Thank you for starting this campaign. Thank you for everything you do. As I said, I've been following your channel since 20 July 2023. I've seen pretty much everything you've put out except for that one Marathi stream because I
Yeah.
don't speak Marathi.
Yeah.
And I mean, I lived in Bombay, but I still don't speak Marathi.
Yeah.
And yeah, the only reason I'm not a member of the channel is I spend too much time on YouTube. And if I start getting your members exclusive stuff, I'll be putting in. I mean, I'm already spending like hours a week with you.
Thank you.
I think all I'll do is watch your streams if I become a member. So that's the only
Much
reason.
appreciated,
But
man.
I'm still willing to support if you have like a one-off sort of thing.
Sure,
I'm
sure.
willing to do that.
Sure.
But
No worries.
just putting that out there, and thank you so much for everything you do. And as I said, my first time coming because my working hours are when you do your streams because of time difference.
I
and
understand.
My
Yeah.
first time, so thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it.
Thank you, ADM. Bye.
Bye bye.
And ADM, for one-off support, we do have the
Buy me a coffee. Yeah, ADM buy me a coffee is there if you want to support. Yeah. Viewfinder by Farzan. Hello, Viewfinder by Farzan.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, doing good. How are you?
I'm also good.
Okay. My name is Farzan and I'm from Mumbai.
Hello.
Actually, messaging you guys a lot right now. Especially, I had messaged Shweta initially to add me to the group and to
Oh, I
communicate.
saw your email also. Yes.
Yes. So pretty happy to see that. Like I mentioned, that I'm not really a person who believes that you need to get into politics to make some change. I'm pretty clear with that. I had also mentioned it on one of the Reddit messages that I had put in.
Yeah.
So my question around you, what you just said earlier in regards to this specific thing to sing Khalsa, that everything is on the surface, like this hate and everything is on the surface, but I don't really feel that it's on the surface, because initially when they keep comparing us to this particular Indira Gandhi thing,
Hmm.
and but during
No, no.
Indira
I,
Gandhi,
I
we
think
had this
Farzan, one
supreme.
thing. Sorry. Just a correction. What I said is that these arguments about historical figures and being in a team, etc., are surface level arguments. I didn't mean that the actual hatred that they feel, like casteist hatred or religious hatred or whatever bigotry, sexism, that is very inbuilt, right? That has already
Absolutely.
existed, that has always existed, just that right now because of the internet you are seeing it in your face all the time, right? And it
No,
is
actually, I didn't see that on the internet. This is the best part. That
okay.
I came to watch news. I used to be complete, this type of person that I believe in peace and I don't care a fuck about. Sorry, my language.
Yeah.
I don't care a damn about my about this news and all that stuff, and everything is good, because I used to, when I was working, I was in the Manmohan time that you could go to McDonald's and buy a 200 meal for, and you could fill your stomach
Yeah.
easily. Today you go to McDonald's, you can't come out into 200 rupees with ease with a full stomach.
Right.
So what had happened is, after COVID, processes were getting shut down at work and things like that. So I was frustrated with the extra working hours. So I left the work and I started driving a cab.
You ran a cab. Okay.
Yes, so
Hmm.
I was driving a cab, and because I was driving a cab, in terms of these company cabs, I used
Hmm.
to talk with the drivers. So less than 10% salary people that
Yes.
you were just talking about.
Yes.
So I was pretty surprised, and that's when I started to know that the economy is not that great, because nor are they earning, because I was not earning, so naturally
Hmm.
they were not earning that much, and that's how I could get to know that they are so free to sit and they can debate about these things without knowing it. They can
Yeah.
put Modi ji on the moon. They can put you know they can do anything. They can basically they can make an murderer and and God or anything, and there is no rationality in people.
Yeah.
So one thing that fears me is not them directly. That is fine, because we don't have education, and I truly believe in that Ambedkar sense that more than political reforms, social reforms is something which can help.
Yes.
So this is my problem, that currently social reforms is something we do, but how do we change the parliament? Because we are now constantly getting news that the constituencies are getting separate, are being designed so that the advantages to the
Ruling.
I won't say yeah, ruling is the perfect word.
Yeah.
Ruling party. So this is my difference, that I see that in the past they have done they have captured indirectly institutions like Supreme Courts and High Courts and others. But Election Commission was something which gave the public that, okay, for 5 years I will entertain you, but on the fifth year I'm going to throw you out. At least they had that
So
authority.
one of
The
the
people, the voter had some kind of authority. But
yeah.
today we kind of feel worried that is my vote really going to make any no, as in it's going to make a difference, but is it really going to impact
I hear you.
what we the majority wants?
No, I hear you absolutely. And as I said earlier also, that people are a reflection. Sorry, the politicians who are elected are the reflection of the people, right? Essentially.
Absolutely true that.
It is very true, right? And also, like, if you have a particular leader who is incompetent, it is because people are incompetent, honestly. And
Yes,
that is why they chose the incompetent person, because they relate to that incompetent person, because they are exactly like that, right? And that is
correct.
genuinely my theory about why certain people get elected versus why certain people don't, right? So in a way, you have to also think about, if you want like sensible, smart, intelligent, educated people to get elected, then you want sensible, educated, smart population, Right? Now that's a big ask,
That's
isn't it?
correct, but that's not going to happen, right?
No, it
Because
should.
it's
It
it's a
should.
DF.
If we
It
see,
should happen, but it
no,
won't happen.
that is one thing that I do not like want to dismiss, right? So I don't know. I'm an optimist. I'm just an
No,
optimist,
no,
and honestly,
I feel that they can do. See, like when a when a chronic capitalist, like 2 days back, then an L&T person said that you should work for 90 hours, and before that what's that guy's name who runs that IT firm, big firm, I forgot his name, whose
Narayan
wife is in
Murthy.
an Narayan Murthy.
Yeah.
He said about this chronic capitalism thing, and but at least yes, just yesterday I think Anand Mahindra corrected and gave its statement, and that India Shave Company guy also said things.
Right.
So I feel that these are the people who can create some kind of educational change. But
Yeah,
my
see,
question
that's
is,
my
how
thing.
do we
No,
change this
here's the thing.
electoral?
Here's the thing, right? So for example, think about it this way, like, so our like abhi jo wo L&T chairman and what he said, or what Narayan Murthy said, is 70 hours work. Now that guy's saying 90 hours work, don't even have Sundays, whatever. The thing is that there are media people who covered it, right? There are media people who basically put it out, right? Now they've started a debate. There is actually a bunch of people who are saying that what they said is right. Right? These people exist, right? These people exist.
Yes.
These people are also influential people, loudmouth people, right? The other side, which is like basically maybe like someone like me who has been saying ki, theek hai, will work, but fucking give us overtime then. Double the pay.
True that.
The overtime they
But
do.
there is also a side who will work for motivation, like the media people, the press people, who
No,
truly
sorry.
believe
Let
in
me
making
let
a
me let me
change.
complete my point. Sorry.
Sorry.
Just let me complete my point. So the other side, which like someone like me who has been, whenever this issue came up, like right from Murthy or whatever, work-life balance ka baat aata hai, I'm like, listen, if you want to ruin my work-life balance, then pay me more. तुम्हारे पास है ना पैसा, तुम्हारा कंपनी इतना प्रॉफिट करेगा, इफ आई वर्क लाइक 90 hours, then I deserve a share of that profit also, na? Like the workers deserves more pay. If you're giving up your family life, 40-50 hours extra you're giving to your work, then give me like 40-50 hours worth of extra money also, right? वो नहीं करते ना. See, my thing is that if you are looking at someone like Narayan Murthy, if you're looking at someone like L&T, this is the first thought that should come into your head. Because it did in my head. कि अच्छा ज़्यादा काम करवाना है, ज़्यादा पैसा दो. Easy.
Exactly.
That's it. Easy. It's so easy. Then the debate ends there, right? So like basically these people, what they want is they want you to work more for the same amount you're getting, because that will increase their profits. But because they have brainwashed you so much into believing an authority and or मैं successful हो गया, look my success, look at my success. Now whatever I say is the word of God. Like मैं उल्टी भी करेगा तो सोने का उल्टी निकलेगा. Right? That is what people believe genuinely, which is what I feel like needs to change. People need to think about themselves. Ki, bhai, what are you talking about? Like seriously, like you earn lakhs and lakhs, CEOs earn shit ton of money. तुम्हारे लिए बोलने के लिए easy है कि कर दो, हमारा रेंट बढ़ रहा है ना, हमारे लिए महंगाई बढ़ रहा है ना. Like तुम्हारे लिए तो क्या मतलब, you don't even notice मिल्क का प्राइस बढ़ गया, एग का प्राइस बढ़ गया, you don't give a shit. Right? You don't go to the market.
But that is exactly my point, Meghnad. But what I am worried about is this particular institute, our election commission. Like that is something which is fearing me. And I was when I was going through this particular phase of taking all this nonsensical information back then, I got frustrated, and I'm dyslexic. Let me be very clear.
Yeah.
And I hate reading. But I was so frustrated that I ended up buying a book of Bhagat Singh, of Why I'm an Atheist, in month of March, this March.
It's a great book, no?
Yeah, it's an amazing book.
Yeah.
After that, I read Nationalism of Tagore, and then the nonsensical book of Godse and this Ambedkar's Annihilation of Caste. Now, when I read that, I don't really find Gandhi to be great, or to be any other person to be as great as any, as in they are not comparable to each other. Then I thought, like, why are they even fighting? But my concern still is with the election commission. How do we tackle such parts where now they're everyone is delusional. They don't even understand that their vote is technically useless in many places.
Like
So
let
what
me
do we do?
let me give you some hope, because that's what I do, right? So I do streams regularly, right? Like, I mean, I've been doing it for a year, right? On a
Right.
regular now, I mean, I wouldn't say like on a regular, but like on an average, let's say, I see like about 500 people coming and watching streams. Like right now, there are 300 plus people watching this conversation, right? If you imagine them in a physical space, that's a freaking auditorium, right? There
Right.
are people who are spending hours, like the person who came before, who says that he watches me all the time, etc. I know a lot of people who do this, right? There are people who are spending so much effort to be here with me, right? To be here, to be available right now. All the people who are watching, this is effort, boss. So I'm talking to the people who want to put in that effort, right? I feel like one of the things that we desperately need to do is form more communities like this, communities of, sensible people, who are patient people, who are reasonable people. If there are more communities forming around this, instead of like a bullshit creator, like, I don't know, like, अरे ये तो इसको गाली मारा, वो देख माँ बहन की
Jump
गाली मार रहा है
biceps.
तो इसीलिए इसको फॉलो करते हैं टाइप क्रिएटर कम्युनिटी, दैट्स गार्बेज डूड. Like, I mean, what are you doing? So my thing is that people will say कि अरे तुम तो इको चेम्बर में बैठे हो, तुम तो एलिटिस्ट हो, तुम तो इंग्लिश में बात करते हो. आई एम लाइक, स्क्रू इट. हाँ तो क्या, एटलीस्ट वी मेंटेन आवर सैनिटी, एटलीस्ट वी हैव लाइक इंटेलिजेंट कन्वर्सेशंस, एटलीस्ट वी like don't hate on each other like crazy. If you want to live in that world, live in that world. I don't think you should live in that world. You should live in this world, which we are creating right now. And that is what my constant endeavor is, right? Like, I am surprised that I have like 75,000 plus subscribers right now, because there are 75,000 plus people who want to watch things on this channel, and that's a very big deal for me, right? I take that responsibility very seriously, and I feel like more people should, like, कुछ भी community होगी
To
तुम्हारा
that,
बनाओ.
yeah, so I tried to do that when I started seeing this. When this election commission thing happened, especially, I started sending people forwards of, on because their memories are so shortened that they can't see long content now. I started sending them Instagram reels. But then after some time, I started getting backfire from people saying, "Don't send me this. I don't want to be political." I said, "Okay, fine." So I started putting on stories. So then I started putting polls, and I thought, challenging people when that rape case happened, when that mob had assaulted the woman in Manipur, then the rape cases that happened twice, I think, last 2 years, I think, which I had put on. But I have challenged them by putting polls, but I didn't even get a single, I'm not expecting a long, I get 200 views.
Acha,
You can see
Farzan,
that in
I'm
that
I'm so
Instagram.
sorry to interrupt, but I will have to also like cut this short a little bit, because there are a
Yeah,
lot
yeah, I
of people
understand that.
waiting now. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Sorry. No worries,
Yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
issues. Thank you.
So sorry, Farzan, but please come back later. And I'm really appreciative you are here. Really good to hear your story, man. Continue being in this
Sure, sure.
community. You're now a part of this
Yeah,
community, so continue being here.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take
Yeah.
care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Let's get anti-radical. Hello, hi. Sorry, anti-radical. Can you pause for a second? To all the people who just joined in, hello. Please say hi. There are mods here who will help you. Also, like, come here if you want to be here. Now the thing is, I'm going to do this for as long as I can. Again, this is going to be long, so I'm going to try to take as many people as I can. I'm going to try and have proper conversations with them. So you will have to be a little bit patient. That's the only thing. I'm going to try and do this as long as I can. Okay, so let's say like right now it's 10:45. I will at least do it till 12. I will extend it a little bit more than that, because there are a lot of people who want to talk. So please be prepared to wait a bit, right? You have to be a little patient. That's the only requirement that I have. Thank you so much. And I'm giving like about 10 to 15 minutes for every caller, right? So if I go beyond, you can also tell me, chat, that if I'm going beyond 10 minutes, you can tell me, and I will try to wrap up the conversation. So everybody who is waiting, please try to also keep it to 10 minutes if possible. Thank you. Anti-radical, hello, hi.
So, actually, I wanna ask two quick questions.
Okay.
I used to have like many questions, but currently only remember two. So, one of the things is that you said you are recording it as a tutorial, so naturally, two questions arises. One is that how can you say that this will be accessible to the ones who actually wanna join the politics later?
I have no way to tell, honestly. Like, see, that's my thing. Like, I mean, I'm doing this for the community. I have a community of 75,000 active subscribers, right? Usme se I have a returning ratio of about 60 to 65%, right? So, which makes it like what, how many? 50,000 people? So, if 50,000 people are watching my videos, even if like 5 people from the 50,000 find this whole thing useful and decide to stand for elections as independents, that's a success. I don't want. See, that's the
And
thing. You're talking about, अरे तुम्हारा viral जाएगा तो फिर ज़्यादा लोगों को पता चलेगा. Why? Why should I?
I mean, ideally, it should go viral, no?
Ideally,
That's what
it
I'm saying.
should, but it won't. I know it won't.
अच्छा.
See,
So,
that's the thing.
secondly,
I mean, I cannot control whether it goes viral or not, right? I cannot control that. The public will decide whether they want to watch it, whether they want to consume it or not. Right now, my primary responsibility is towards these 75,000 plus people. That's it, right? And as this community grows, as more people watch our stuff, more people will come in.
okay, let me ask my last question. So, my last question is that how can you say that suppose, if we suppose that this goes to someone and so I want to create a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
So, how can you say that the tutorial is better than someone who will try on just in time?
I didn't understand. So, like, tutorial is better than?
No, I'm asking that if let's say if someone actually wants to join it and they try to figure out just in time, so is this tutorial better or that that time where they actually wanna join it?
Join in matlab like file the nomination, you mean?
Yes.
But I mean like,
Me, can I say in Hindi?
हाँ हाँ बोलो हिंदी में बोलो हाँ.
मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि जैसे हमने अभी किया, मतलब फॉरेन किया, एक फॉरेन है और एक तुमने रिकॉर्ड करके, तो रिकॉर्ड कर तुम कैसे कह सकते हो कि रिकॉर्ड करने वाला ज्यादा अच्छा है बिना रिकॉर्ड करे?
ओ वैसे बोल रहे हो, ओके ओके. तो मतलब फायदा क्या है बोल रहे हो कि रिकॉर्ड करने का और डालने का?
हाँ
हाँ. एंड व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन समवन हु इज नॉट डूइंग दिस एंड फाइलिंग फॉर इंडिपेंडेंट?
No, but just I'm saying the difference in doing in hurry versus seeing someone this tutorial.
Doing in hurry, मुझे hurry समझ में नहीं आ रहा है friend, because honestly like the way you fight elections is that there will be a window open which is right now open in Delhi from 10th till 17th. 7 days window is open where you can file your nominations. The election commission will give you this, which is like a 7-day window, so you can plan it like a year in advance, 2 years in advance, 5 years in advance, whatever it is, but there will be these 7 days to do this. So even if you decide like a week ago and you will file it during this time, if you decide it like 5 years ago, you'll file it during this time only. I decided to do this like about 2 months ago, seriously. So I've been thinking about how to do it and now I'm actually doing it.
No, I'm saying in general about let's ignore the constituency of the correct constituency. I'm just talking about in general.
I'm honestly not understanding your question. What is the hurry is what I'm asking. Like तुम बोल रहे हो कि किसी को जल्दी होगी. किसकी जल्दी है? वही पूछ रहा हूँ ना.
अरे मतलब मैं यही कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि फ्यूचर में कभी भी किसी भी जगह के इलेक्शंस होते हैं.
हाँ.
ठीक है, तो तुमने तो यहाँ का बना लिया, ठीक है. अब फ्यूचर में किसी भी जगह के होते हैं,
हाँ
तो तुम क्या कह सकते हो कि ये दिस विल बी अ गुड लाइक बेडरॉक फॉर बेडरॉक फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग यूज, अच्छा ये करना है, वर्सेस कि अच्छा चाचा मुझे ये भी करना होता है।
हाँ हाँ, exactly.
तो
That's the
ये
point. Like, I mean, as much as I can, I am basically being transparent about how I'm doing it. By doing it, actually doing it. Right? For example, मुझे अभी पता चल रहा है कि डीएम के ऑफिस के बाहर पार्किंग नहीं है. राइट, सो लाइक मेरी गाड़ी उठा के लेके चले जाएंगे, तो मुझे जब 10 नॉमिनेशन प्रपोजर्स को लेके आना है, आई हैव टू फिगर आउट दैट नो कि कैसे लाना है उनको, कब लाना है, उनका जॉब है, वो कब आना है, वो सब कोऑर्डिनेट करना है. ये सब कौन बता रहा है अभी? नोबडी, जीरो पीपल. But I'm actually doing this. I'm facing these problems. I'm talking about it, and that is what this guide is. Right? कि मैं तो थियोरी में तो मैं वीडियो पे ले जाऊंगा फिर. Right? मतलब like it takes me very less time to make videos now. Like 2 days में it's my turnover period. I could have just made this into like a 3 video series, which is like theoretically मैं बता दूंगा कि कैसे करना है. Like theoretically, I can always show you this form. There are PDFs available. I will tell you, oh, ये ऐसे करना है, ये ऐसे करना है. But I'm actually doing it, no? That is a very different thing. Because there are things that I'm learning which otherwise I wouldn't. That is why it's different.
Yes, hello, Meghnad.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, thank you for taking me on. I have an excellent point on this.
Huh.
It's that you have played Space Marine 2, right?
What?
You have played Warhammer Space Marine 2.
Yes.
You have completed the game, right?
Yeah.
So in this, like, spoilers for the game, like you have completed it.
No, I haven't completed it. Don't give spoilers.
Okay. It's okay. So I'm not going to give spoiler. I'm just going to say that how they win in the end is by taking something that was rotten, taking something that was thought destroyed, but it was still functioning, and it helped them beat the thing and beat the main villain. So you are doing the exact same thing, no? Like you are not planning to win through this election. You are just filing a nomination, creating a guide, and that guide can help other people who want to stand as independent candidates, who want to get into politics, who want to make that, who actually have the cadre and the resources to make an actual impact. You are laying the groundwork for them.
Or the other way to look at it, again, see, I'm not saying that everybody will use this guide or everybody will be whatever. What I'm saying is that if nothing, it's a great story. Like they consume it as a story, that's it. And then they do nothing about it, which is fine by me.
Yeah, but it still creates an impact. No, that story can still have a emotional, psychological, some sort of impact in those people who like study it, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
See, like what Killa is saying here, right? The main message is to get involved and make the change with your local elected official. You don't even have to file. You could be helping in a way to help an independent. I mean, sure, yeah, absolutely.
It's not like you have to run elections, right?
Yeah.
You can, if there is some candidate that, like you, who believes in some sort of policy that can help their constituency get better, you can get behind them, and you know what the process is. You can help them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a community thing. It's not a personal
thing. It's a community thing. Exactly. It's a community exercise. All the exercises that this channel does are community exercises. MPGA, Project Anda is by the community for the community. That's it. That's basically it, right? That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's very like it's getting rarer and rarer nowadays because these sort of communities are being suppressed.
Yeah.
Because people in power, they don't like educated people. They don't like rational thinking people. They don't like sensible people.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when they talk about politics.
Yeah.
So, creating such communities forces them to think on their policies. Like the more and more people get educated, they talk about things, they get other people's perspectives, which is like how I evolved, right?
Yeah.
Like, and by the way, thank you for that actually. Like becoming part of this community has like enlightened me so much, and it has been such a great experience working with you.
That's great, man. That's great. And you're going to be here for the campaign anyway, so I know that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to disclose that, but okay, fine.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. But thank you so much. I'm going to take the next caller. Yeah?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely. You. Point well taken. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Hide with John Oliver photo. Hi.
Hello. Hello, I'm Sadman. So I'm actually from Bangladesh. So
Oh, hello.
I just
Hi.
want to ask, yeah, I just want to ask that how do you guys are so calm? Like we had an autocratic leader here for like 15 years,
Yeah.
and like we didn't have any kind of political problems. But now when everything is political and we can do politics and we can talk about it openly and do actual shit, we are feeling like really frustrated about the society, about the economy and
Hmm.
the other things. Look, like many of like people of my age, like 20, 21, they are really frustrated,
Hmm.
especially the liberal and the center left
Yeah.
childs, like teens.
Yeah.
So like I have seen you guys are not like that frustrated or like this money, I mean that kind of thing, but you guys are literally calm and you guys do the things. Like how are you
I
guys
feel like I
able to do?
friend I don't think you should assume things based on this community or this channel. Honestly speaking, like
No, I'm
in
not assuming just based on this channel. I
yeah,
have like followed Indian politics for last 5 years, 4 or
right.
5 years. So I have
So
seen
tell
like
me,
a lot of
I have a
people.
question for you because I also want to understand how you form this perspective. What sort of Indian creators slash channels do you watch?
So I have watched like a lot of channels, some comedy,
Hmm.
then Letterbox. Sorry, I have to find them
No, it's
maybe.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, Samdish and
Right.
News Laundry, uh,
Mm.
that kind of like niche
Niche,
creators
yes,
who
yes,
talk
very
about
niche.
politics.
Correct, correct, correct. So,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you say calm, what do you mean? Like calm, matlab political discussion wise, or that way?
Kind of,
Kind
kind
of.
of.
Fair
You
enough.
guys talk about politics calmly. You guys are hopeful for the future. Like we
Fair.
cannot be hopeful.
Fair. No, I cannot speak for
You
anyone
guys are
else
not
right
like
now.
that much frustrated.
No, no, see, here's the thing. I cannot speak for anyone else right now, but I can speak for myself, right? What sort of makes me hopeful? And I already spoke about it in the call before, right? Honestly, like if you start believing that you are alone, right? You are alone and you are the only one who is basically worried, right? You are wrong. I feel like there are a lot of more people who are worried. There are a lot of more people who will think like you. You just need to find them, right? Once you find those people and you form a community and you share your worries and everything with each other, I feel like solutions emerge, right? The first thing that I think authoritarians or just politicians around the world are trying to do is, if it's a community, it has to be a cult, right? Where you have to decide whether you
Yeah,
are in this team or the other team, whether you are friend or
yes,
enemy, right? There is no nuance left,
yeah,
there is no gray areas, right? So
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
things that they are really afraid of is nuanced communities, right? Which is like people from all sorts of faiths, beliefs, etc., coming together and talking about actual shit and holding them accountable, right? That is what they're scared of. When
Yeah.
people get powers like that, which is they actually are taking decisions or they are actually demanding things, that is their biggest nightmare. Right now, if you just make them fight with each other, then it's sorted for them. So what is happening in your country, or to a large extent what is happening in my country as well, is that people are falling for it. People are falling for those traps. People are actively indulging in it, and people actually see incentives in doing this now. For example, all these um, creators, etc., influencers who make like rage bait content, और they make like super गाड़ी में बैठ के गाली मार रहे हैं बस वो कंटेंट एक्सेट्रा, वो तो काफ़ी है। ये हमारे भी कंट्री में, तुम्हारे भी कंट्री में, पाकिस्तान में भी है, ये पूरे सब कॉन्टिनेंट का ही प्रॉब्लम है। Those people get more
Mm.
attention because they are like, I guess, drama, right? But like if you have sensible creators, sensible people talking about things calmly, nobody wants to see that shit, right? Patience तो है नहीं किसी में
So
आजकल.
like yeah, people of my country are really frustrated. Not like just me. Like they are frustrated of the politicians that we have, the choices that we have.
Correct.
So the problem is we don't trust anyone. Like especially
Yeah.
my people or like my people of my country, they don't trust the politicians, the choices they have.
Yeah.
They don't like trust Awami League. They don't trust BNP or like other like choices that we have. So the problem is there is no one who is like who can go and challenge the politicians that we have.
But like why? So will you stand for elections?
I'm just 20.
So like let's say 5 years from now or like 10 years from now, will you be that person?
Maybe.
Maybe. Huh? See, that's a good answer then. हो गया optimism max. Like,
Yeah,
see,
but
I mean,
like
but one of the things, okay, here's the thing, right? You know, you can keep saying, I know this. Everybody around me says the same thing, which is like, अरे कोई नहीं है जो खड़ा होता है, कोई नहीं है अच्छा आदमी, किसको ही वोट देंगे, नोटा ही दे देंगे. Like, you know, they're completely depressed
yeah,
about these things. I'm sorry, you understand a
yeah,
little bit of Hindi, right? I hope you
yeah.
do.
I understand.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I do.
if you have people like that, and instead of waiting for someone, I'm like, करके देखते हैं क्या होता है. Like let's maybe try. So that's why I'm standing for elections right now. Again, see, when I'm standing for elections, I know that I'm not popular. I'm not the same sort of traditional politician that people will vote for. But honestly, like I want to try it. Why not, right? I like everybody has a right to stand for elections. So I'm going to try. That's it.
Okay, but people are really scared of the politicians, like the local politicians.
See, that's the thing.
They have a character who will attack you
It
because
will take courage, friend. I mean, there is no other way to go about it, right? I mean, it will take courage. You have to either dismiss those fears immediately until something happens to you, which I'm pretty much
yeah,
doing right now, which is like I'm completely ignoring those fears and still doing it. Because honestly, like think about it, like right now, if they accept my nomination papers and we actually do a campaign and we manage to get even like a minor amount of votes, which is like 1,000, 2,000, we immediately become a threat, right? Like I become a
yeah,
threat immediately, like without me even wanting it, I'll become a threat, right?
yeah,
Because I'm
yes,
taking away votes from some big party because they think that it is only their उनको ही करना है ना सब कुछ, मतलब बेसिकली सब वोट तो उनको ही जाना
yeah.
चाहिए. So then they will start threatening me, they will try to make me withdraw, they will try to do all sorts of things. I'm not even thinking about it, honestly. I mean, I don't know what will happen, but that's the only way to go about it. Like, I mean, either you dismiss it completely or you be aware of it and still do it. Otherwise, like, you be scared, then you will be stuck. Then raho, I guess.
Thank you, thank
Yes.
you for the courage. Thank you for everything, and best
Thank you.
of luck
Also,
for
like
your
every time someone
journey.
asks you this question कि अरे कोई नहीं है, तो just ask this question to them कि आप खड़े हो जाओ elections, हम सब campaign करेंगे आपके लिए.
Okay, thank you for your suggestions.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do.
Thanks, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for being
best
here.
of luck for your
Bye.
journey.
That was Hide from Bangladesh. Hello, Rachu. How are you doing?
Hi, Mignard. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
All the very best for the upcoming elections.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've also been following your channel for a while now. I mean, I've been following News Laundry ever since then. Okay, I came across you and all. But I just wanted to mention a few things because I came onto this Discord when the calls started. I'm actually from Indore. And you were talking about all this littering problem which is happening in Malviya Nagar and
Yeah.
Delhi and like outside of Indore, wherever I've been, it is generally a bad condition only, except in certain pockets of South India
Correct.
where I've been to.
Correct.
And like in like growing up in Indore was also like any other typical North Indian city. Like we had stray animals roaming around the roads. Like we had garbage dumped everywhere. Like that was. It is like any other North Indian city. Like right now I'm in Patna, and it is like that in Patna.
Correct.
But like they did in Indore was that the littering and this habit change actually got induced because Indore Municipal Corporation started collecting garbage properly and effectively getting that disposed.
Yeah.
Like people's mentality is basically ki we will throw the garbage anywhere we like, because we don't there is no point in trying to throwing it in any dustbin, because dustbins will overflow and nobody's taking care of it. So littering is like quite common. But because IMC started properly disposing of the waste, that is when the habit change happened. So that habit change itself is like getting induced from a systematic change.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And this is like a big problem in entire North India. Like there
Array,
is a
so like for
systemic problem,
example,
and I don't.
I mean it's a very obvious thing, right? For let me give an example, right? MCD, right? Municipal Corporation of Delhi. Like now the MCD's job is to collect all this garbage and do all the things, etc. But if there is political flux, right? Like where one party is like मैं जीतूंगा, दूसरा party is like मैं जीतूंगा, and in that process, you screw with the complete delimitation of MCD, which it was like 3 zones earlier. Now they've combined it. Sheila Dikshit was the one who broke it up. Then uske pehle wo ek tha. So every politician that comes into power in the center and the state wants like a different configuration of MCD, right? That's first problem, because फिर stability नहीं रहता है कुछ, right? Then you don't hold regular elections. You don't give enough local leadership which will actually be good people who will be able to do these things in MCD, where they would be able to put pressure on on the authorities, on the bureaucracy. They don't do that, right? So it's like such a step-by-step process. So Indore was lucky enough to probably get a situation where the municipality was actually effective, right? In Nagpur, it happened the same way. Like Nagpur, where I come from, used to be extremely dirty. Then came along like this one commissioner, actually, like MCD ka commissioner. What is his name? Chandrasekhar, I believe was his name. Who just made it a mission to clean up the city, right? One guy who just lost it, right? He was like constantly just trying to do that only. And then it actually created some very clean areas in Nagpur, and till date, they're still clean. Because people wahan pe actually believe that they have to keep the areas clean, right? Garbage is collected regularly.
Exactly.
People separate the garbage
Same thing in Indore.
themselves, right? People have like compost pits. People have water harvesting, like rainwater harvesting. Now people have solar also there.
Same thing in
Yeah.
Indore.
Yeah.
That systemic change, systemic change induced the behavior change, not the other
Exactly.
way around. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, I know it sounds like a ideal situation that bottom up everything becomes fixed, but then we have developed our
Was
cities
it
in
a
such an
was it
unplanned
a
manner
BJP
that
run municipality who did this? Because Madhya Pradesh.
yes, it was Malini God. Lakshman Singh God was a famous politician. He was a local MLA,
Right.
and he died of an accident. Like when I was in school only, he died of an accident.
Right.
And his wife Malini God, she became the mayor of Indore. But most of the credit actually, from what I talk to people and like what the local people tell me, is that most of the credit actually was going to the collector, the DM,
Exactly.
more
Exactly.
than
So I
Malini
think it's a
God.
combination of
So
both, right? So
everybody was like,
यहाँ पे I would
yeah, there
give.
was some kind of a synergy.
No, also I'll tell you what happens, right? So when politicians get elected, no, there is something strange that happens. One is, of course, if you give a good collector space to make their own policies and make their own changes, and you as a politician trust the bureaucrat to do their job, right? That is one category of politician. I would put Naveen Patnaik in that category as well, right? But then there is another category of politician who is like basically मुझे सब आता है, I'm the one who people elected, so I'm going to tell you what to do, right? And if you don't do it, screw you, transfer. So you have to live in fear of what will happen until you do what I tell you to do, right? Now, what happens in the second situation is that because you come with such ego into the space, right? Ki mujhe sab aata hai, I'm the one who is solving this. Even the bureaucrat can't work, right? Now it's not true that the bureaucrats don't want to work. They do want to work, right? I have met enough bureaucrats. I have friends who are bureaucrats who are like, नेता कुछ करने ही नहीं देता. Whichever neta we get, they just like to scream at us. They want to like just implement their own ideas which are untenable. They come up with random ideas in the middle of the night, come next day and says कि हाँ ये कर दो. It's not possible. When they try to explain to them,
that makes sense. One becomes bureaucrat because they want to do something. Like
Exactly.
otherwise, why would you go out of your way to try and clear UPSC? You have like 500 or 800 seats in
Exactly.
UPSC every year, and like a competition of 10 lakh people.
Precisely.
Obviously, like people who are giving UPSC are doing so for that slim chance that they are able to change the society.
Absolutely. But
So,
that's the
yeah.
thing, like the bureaucracy also has complaints, like if you ever hear a bureaucrat behind closed doors, just hear them. Just ask them ki
Definitely.
what is
I'm
it
working in a government hospital. Yeah, definitely.
precisely
There
my
are
point.
hundreds of problems. Like
Yeah.
politicians keep hamstringing us. Like it is very common.
But I guess I
Yeah.
mean, so if for this to happen, there needs to be like a perfect combination of non-egotistical politicians and bureaucrats who want to work and have ideas and solutions, and they want to work together to actually help the people. Right now in Delhi, we have none. Like for example, if you look at one example is that silting example when the poor 3 kids died in that IAS Academy flood. Yeah, like where they got electrocuted in a
Yeah.
basement. That's such a bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
Like what? So the thing is, if you saw that one clip where Saurabh Bharadwaj, who is the health minister and some other minister also, PWD also, I think he was during that time. He's talking to the bureaucrat there. And he was asking ki let's go do a survey to find out if desilting has been done wahan pe, right? Before this incident happened, by the way. And the bureaucrat refused to listen to this politician, saying that, अरे sir देख लेंगे whatever. And he's like, नहीं अभी चलो ना, appointment दे दो ना. And he's like, नहीं sir, मतलब वो बाद में करेंगे whatever. He's giving excuses. Now in the situation like this, right, where the bureaucrat is not listening to the politician for whatever political compulsion that is put on them, and this politician is also giving ideas which are not being heard, who basically dies the people, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, right now at this point of time, it just seems like a lucky coincidence. If the way you described it, I mean, see, here is a place where I would praise the BJP, right? Because if they've actually done the work and people are giving them credit for the work, I would praise them. Because the bureaucrats are to be praised, the BJP has to be praised because Indore is clean, right? Similarly, in Nagpur, I feel like the Congress was in power during this whole time, so I will praise the Congress. People don't do that.
Yeah.
People have already formed teams. भाई इतने
वो तो
टीम
है.
बन गए
Like
ना
in
कि मुझे
Indore, a lot of the credit goes to BJP.
अरे
That makes sense.
इतने टीम बन गए कि प्रपोजर्स नहीं मिल रहे फ्रेंड रचू लाइक लिटरली
है.
लाइक साइन नहीं कर रहे वो पेपर पे टू प्रपोज माय नेम एज अ नॉमिनी बिकॉज देव ऑलरेडी लाइक गिवन देयर अलायंस और देयर लाइफ टू सम पार्टी एंड उनको बुरा लग जाएगा अगर आपको सपोर्ट किया तो
Proposers like have to be somebody influential or what? Like
no,
I
you have to be a
believe,
voter of Malviya Nagar.
like,
That's all you need. You need to be a voter of Malviya Nagar.
मालवीय नगर में तो काफी लोग होंगे. Like nobody is ready to put a sign on the paper.
Don't trust me. What? I asked a few
Yeah,
people
maybe.
around, they don't
Yeah,
trust me.
I can
No,
understand.
actually, they genuinely told me that they already have political alliances, and if they are seen giving nomination to some other independent candidate, they will have to face the consequences apparently. So basically, I'm standing. मेरे को consequences का फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. I'm the one who is standing, no? तो मेरे को consequences होंगे ना?
I mean,
But
those of us who have nothing to lose, generally, like that's the thing with the business world also, right? Like in Madhya Pradesh recently, a businessman committed suicide because he had supported Rahul Gandhi in Bharat Jodo Yatra. After that, ED started harassing him a lot, and and he ended up committing suicide. Like he was a big businessman in a local district here.
yeah,
So people with something to lose definitely are they are the ones who are scared in politics actually.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, Rachu, I
Those
will
of
let
us
you
who have
go
nothing
now.
to lose are. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
thanks,
All the
man.
very best. I
Thank you
hope
so
you can
much.
actually.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, let's take Urban Naxal. Hello, Urban Naxal. How are you doing?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, 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 hi.
Hello, Megnath.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm like I don't know much about you. I am like a new subscriber of yours.
Okay, hello, hi. Nice to meet you.
So I've like only watched a few videos of yours.
Sure,
So I don't know much about your political views.
sure.
But I I will like to ask you something. This has been like pondering in my mind for ages.
Right.
Like people in the BJP always try to debate like if they are constitutional or not, if Congress is constitutional or not. But
Hmm.
the thing is, their ideology itself isn't constitutional. Like they can admit it.
Hmm.
Like people will still vote for them because they are like using religious dogma.
Okay.
So why don't they do that?
What is the point of having an ideology?
Yeah. At,
No, no, I'm asking you. What do you think there is any merit to having an ideology? Except for brownie points in debate circles?
to be honest, no.
No, right? So, like, and even if you, let's say, have an ideology, can you actually realistically stick to one ideology for your entire life?
No, it actually changes. If you take
Exactly.
my
So,
example,
if
I
you
have
are a
like
political party and you assume that you are going to just stick to one ideology and stay in power all the time, that also doesn't work. So, they change.
but
Like,
why do they have to like pretend to be constitutional?
see, it's convenient, right? Like, so for example, when you are um let me put it this way, right? So what is the advantage of obeying the constitution and what is the advantage of not obeying the constitution, right? Let's say the constitution says that you have to be secular, right? Our constitution says that we are a secular democratic republic, right? That there should be justice, right? There should be social, political, economic justice, right? Now, if it says you need economic justice and a government comes in and basically says that, okay, we will ensure economic justice, right? How do you ensure economic justice? By ensuring that the people who are getting incredible amount of wealth, you take more of their wealth and give it to the poor so that it equalizes and ensures economic justice, right? Social justice, that people who are of the backward tribes, backward classes, etc., DBA community, women, etc., get positive affirmative policies which will push them forward a little bit and equalize them with the others, right? That's how you ensure justice. Now, if you have a political party which actually does this, who will get pissed off? The business people. Who is the people who are funding them? The business people. Who do they not want? They want to get pissed off? Business people, right? So it is antithetical to your survival to ensure social political justice, because apparently some parties will believe that the only way to survive is to get more power by getting more money from the business people and then essentially doing campaigning and making people fight with each other, because people are idiots and people will be
Yeah.
idiots, right? So that is the situation. But if you actually believe in the constitution, if you actually ensure social justice, it means people get dignity plus people get money in their pocket, right? Whose power goes down? the political party's power goes down because people become more confident, people have more power, and they will start holding them accountable. So which party wants this to happen? Probably none.
No one.
Probably none. Or only new parties want this to happen, or only regional smaller parties want this to happen. National parties do not want this to happen. Whether it be Congress or BJP or whichever party, bigger the party, the more they don't like the constitution, because constitution believes in decentralization and federalism, people and unity in diversity. And if you are a national party, you cannot do that. You cannot. You have to have a singular message which will impress everyone, or a singular face which will impress everyone, which destroys all sorts of other identities and ये. That's it. Decentralize किसी को नहीं करना है, because सबको ज़्यादा power चाहिए.
और मुझे और एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है, जैसे मतलब क्या कहते हैं ना, मतलब बीजेपी हैज अडानी एंड अंबानी, ऑल दोज पीपल, like they have their support. As per your analysis, can you tell me if INC has one?
INC will have according to which governments they have in the state. Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, which other states are there? Which they have? Karnataka, Himachal Pradesh, a bunch of other states. They have some states. But wherever they are in power, the business people of that state, Telangana mein hai, whichever business people are in that state who want to expand in the state will donate to them. That's who they have. Also,
And-
Congress also has like some support of A1 or A2 somewhere. Like for example, wasn't it that Revant Reddy ne check liya A1 se, like
हाँ.
in Davos or something?
हाँ.
See, so like that's the thing. When you're a business person, you will want to expand in every state, so you have to be friendly with whoever is in power, which means the Congress is in power in that state, so these people will be friendly with them also.
So, Megnath, one last question. This is not related to politics, but are you Bengali?
I'm not. I have a Bengali name, but I'm not. I'm Marathi.
Really? Because I thought you were Bengali at
No,
first
I'm
glance.
not.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank
guys,
you.
whoever is listening to my voice, I will just like to say I might sound like a child, but I am 16.
So you are a child then. What do you mean you might sound like a child? You are a child. What is this?
I'm 16 years old. I'm not that.
Oh my god, dude. Please don't make me feel old. Okay. Chalo, bye bye.
Bye.
Hello, Step Prue. Thank you for waiting. Sorry, I screamed at you earlier.
Sorry. No. Actually, it was valid. I didn't know actually. I'm joining for the first time, so
Fair enough. Fair enough.
didn't know the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
So, my question is, election commission like ED and CBI already for BJP, right? Modi and BJP. But election commission, he recently replaced the two chairmen, right?
Yeah.
Out of the three.
Before the
And then
2024
this
elections.
incident happened. CCTV footage came out. Voter deletion is happening.
Yeah.
So my question is, why very slow? Like,
Sorry, you got
why
cut off.
election has been the question that has been bugging me a lot. And after Maharashtra election,
You got cut off. Ask the
can
question
you hear me?
again.
Hello.
Ask the question again.
I'm saying why EC is not in his pocket. Yeah, I'm saying why EC is not in his pockets. Like, why is it taking so long? Why is it slow and gradual for him to like get hold of the EC completely, and like get like after Maharashtra election and Haryana like problem there. It's not like direct hold of it, just like ED and CBI. When ED and CBI came into BJP, it was like a direct handholding, right? So why that is not happening in election? So am I missing anything? That's my first question. That's been bugging me for a long time. It's been a year since that CCTV footage incident happened.
So election commission. Okay. So how much does election commission help the present BJP? One of the things is I do believe that they are setting election schedules according to what the BJP wants. Because otherwise in
Yeah, that's fair.
Maharashtra
Yeah,
it wouldn't
yeah.
make sense, right? Because they postponed the Maharashtra elections. They waited for them to have like 3 installments of Ladli Bahin scheme to go out before they called for elections,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Kashmir is
yes.
another example. Itne time delay kar diya, they didn't do it. This is, I believe, in the last 30 years, this is the first election commission who will have completed 5 years completely, which is a crazy achievement for our country, right? Because all parties have been messing with election commissioners. This government, I feel like at some point, they do want them to sort of help them set the, like sort of, yeah. Plus, the other way they are also being biased towards the BJP is by not taking action against hate mongers, right? Like when you are on an
Yeah, yeah,
election
yeah.
trail and you are actually actively dividing people, like for
That ad
example,
in Jharkhand, yeah.
yeah, Jharkhand mein they asked them to take down the tweet. I feel like they should have cancelled the Jharkhand BJP ka membership only.
Exactly.
I
Yes,
feel
yes.
like
By rules,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Basically, if there was a legit election commissioner and they would have found out कि किसने बनाया ये ad, कौन से पैसे से बनाया ये ad, और सबको punish करो फिर, because you have actively
Correct.
caused harm to a certain community and stereotyped them and used it in a campaign, right? They took it down, but it went around in WhatsApp. So कुछ action तो नहीं लिया ना किसी पे. Nobody was held responsible for
Correct.
it, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
that is the way that election commission is playing in favor of them. The second thing,
But
though,
why is it
which
slow?
is,
Is there any resistance from the institution? Is what I'm trying to understand.
see, I mean, at the end of the day, people will only believe in a BJP in power if the election commission has faith. If people believe in elections, is then I think it's like a
Oh,
related thing,
okay.
right? Unless max number of people believe that the election commission is holding elections in somewhat fair way, right? Somewhat fair way. Don't go too deep.
Got it.
Somewhat surface level pe at least they are seeing that the election commission is doing a good job or holding an election or doing whatever, and BJP also like lets them do it. Only then does the BJP matter, right? And only then do they matter as a political entity, right? And
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
like I mean,
It's a perception game, basically. Just like in marketing, we have that
I guess
perception
also
create करना है.
it's also like
Yeah, correct.
mutually beneficial for both, na? It's mutually beneficial for everyone to do it. Right now, at least we are in that stage where it's mutually beneficial. If we get to an Indira Gandhi stage, then we are screwed. Right? Emergency stage aa gaya, to we're screwed. Fortunately, we have not declared an emergency yet. Fortunately, right? There are signs of, like suppression. There are signs of course, like human right violation. There are signs of course, economic inequality, injustice. ये तो भरा पड़ा है. Stories ही stories है सब जगह पे, right? But at least everybody pretends that we are still a democracy. At least we pretend. like वो pretend भी हट गया तो
Got it.
then what? Then perpetual leadership like Putin.
Yeah, yeah, got it.
At least we are in
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
in that
I
stage.
think
We
I
like to pretend to the world that we are a democracy.
Yeah, excellent point. Yeah, I think I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second point is, so recently I had gone to this place called Pauna Lake. I don't know if you're aware of this place near Pune. So just a local place, okay? They have their resorts, they have everything set by the tourism sort of stuff is there. But me and my wife had gone at the backside, which was like a very public place, okay? There's not I don't see any private names, private labels, anything. We just went near the lake. We sat there and some of the goons came there, local goons came there, and they were asking us to leave. So my point is basically what I thought was कि the divide has gone to a level, at such a level that at a micro level in a गांव जहाँ पे कुछ मतलब लेना देना नहीं है, वहाँ पे भी divide हो रहा है कि ये हमारा गांव है, यहाँ पे मत आओ. So are you understanding? It's not even just like Hindu Muslim. It's also like Pune big city versus small place हमारा यहाँ पे जहाँ पे tourism का थोड़ा बहुत चलता है. So where do we go from here? Like look at the divide in India, and I was also looking at the videos of 20 years of Swadesh, where we see that the kind of secularism we had like just 10, 15 years ago was like excellent. I was like crying my eyes out when I came to know. I didn't know, by the way. that
it's a
Javed Akhtar had
relationship
written the
between, for example, like think about it. If an area has a riot, if a area has a religious riot, right? And they continue to have that, for example. Like I mean, like हर 2-3 साल में कुछ ना कुछ बवाल हो जाता है and riot हो जाता है, right? That place will have a market area, right? The businesses will suffer, right? The businesses will suffer. Who will they blame? People of the other community, because who else do you blame, right? You know, the mob, like whatever. My thing is that you never connect like economic like sort of effects of this with religious division, right? Whenever there is religious division in society, it is a short sign of people not having enough to fend for themselves. It is a sign of desperation. It is also a sign of how of basically how the have-nots have no other option but to express their anger at someone or something or some group, right? So if you ensure there is economic justice, if you ensure there is social justice, religious divide will go down. If people have more money in their pocket, if people have jobs to go to, if people have things to buy or create, right, they riot less. It's that obvious. Like people who go to riot are people who are jobless. It's that easy, right? Like I mean, तुम्हारा बेटा तो नहीं जा रहा है ना राइट करने, मेरा बेटा नहीं जा रहा है ना राइट करने, मैं भी थोड़ी जा रहा हूँ राइट करने. I have work to do. Right? People who have work to do not like to go there and riot. और मस्जिद के सामने नाचेंगे नहीं, या फिर राम मंदिर की इनॉग्रेशन में मे बी वहां पे जाएंगे. But you get my point, right?
Yeah. But again, my question is like, when Swades released, Ram Mandir issue was at peak.
Sorry, step
and we
through.
see that,
I will have to.
3 Muslims.
I will have to stop
sir,
you
sir.
here because I have other people to take also. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully that was okay. Like I mean, I've answered some of your questions.
Very insightful. Yeah. I clarified a lot of things.
Thank you so much, and thank you for waiting. Right.
Best of luck for the elections. Best of luck for the elections.
Thank
if
you.
I was in Delhi, I would have definitely voted for you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Okay, let's take. अच्छा, तनुज का क्या सीन है? मुझे चैट बोल रहा था तनुज को ले लो. What is happening with तनुज? कुछ स्पेशल सीन है क्या यहाँ पे?
No, but Tanuj is further down in the queue and just being like, मेरे को पहले ले लो.
Oh,
Nothing
no.
else.
Okay, that's it. Huh. Well, I thought like something is happening. Okay. I'm
Also,
going
there
to go
is a
back.
question from the comments. I've put it in the sheet.
बता ना यहाँ पे बोल दे. What is the question?
So basically, EC rules. The question basically is from Ants. What are some legislative changes that can be made to make EC more just and fair?
First is make it independent. Like no political party should be able to decide who is the election commissioner or commissioners. Make it independent. That's the first thing to do. Second is I feel like the bureaucrats really need to listen to the EC and not to political parties, honestly, during elections. I feel like even during elections, the police ends up listening to the party in power, because they believe that they will come back or they will not come back or whatever. But during that duration, genuinely they really need to decouple and listen to the election commission, at least during that model code of conduct period. And the election commission should have the power to use the police to curb a lot of things. That is something that the bureaucracy needs to do during that time. I feel like legislative changes, ये सब है. The legislative change is basically making it independent. Right now, it's not. Right now, it's kind of like skewed towards whoever is in power. It was earlier also, right? Earlier also, it was skewed towards whoever was in power would be the one who would be appointing the election commissioner. Still is. Maybe we will see a day when it is not. Let's hope. Kudrat, hello. Hi.
Hi, Meghna.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, I'm a big fan and actually मुझे इसी महीने आपकी चैनल की मेंबरशिप जो है वो एज अ गिफ्ट मिली थी.
Oh, very nice.
तो लाइक आई हैव बीन एन एविड वॉचर जब से बहुत पहले से, जब आप थोड़ा से 5-10 हज़ार सब्सक्राइबर्स थे. बट अभी मेरे को मेंबरशिप भी फ्री मिला तो मैं थोड़ा फ्रीक्वेंटली कंटेंट भी देख रहा हूँ. तो अब मेरा मन है कि मैं इसको कंटिन्यू करूँगा.
अरे वेरी नाइस, थैंक यू सो मच.
दूसरा आपको ऑल द बेस्ट आपके इलेक्शंस के लिए.
थैंक यू.
आई नो इट्स लाइक मोर ऑफ अ सिंबॉलिक थिंग बट बहुत ही अच्छा ये लगा मेरे को। सब लोग सोचते हैं कुछ करने का, पर कोई कुछ करता नहीं है। मोस्टली लोग बस बात ही करते हैं। तो एटलीस्ट वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग, इट्स अ पॉजिटिव स्टेप।
थैंक यू।
मैं हिंदी में बात करूँ तो
हाँ
कोई
हाँ
इशू नहीं है ना?
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं। आई विल आंसर इन इंग्लिश
तो
अ लिटिल
मैं
बिट, हाँ, मतलब लाइक फ्लो में मैं
इट्स ओके,
या
इट्स ओके। मैं लाइक आई कैन डू इट इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो, बट एक होता है ना
इंग्लिश
दिल से
हिंदी में
थोड़ा सा
बोलो, कोई
निकले
बात
तो।
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, विच एवर यू आर कंफर्टेबल विथ। या
तो एक्चुअली मैं राजस्थान से हूँ। राजस्थान में मैं भीलवाड़ा से हूँ। भीलवाड़ा, इफ आई डोंट थिंक यू नो इट, बट बेसिकली इंडिया का काफ़ी बड़ा टेक्सटाइल मार्केट है। एंड यहाँ पे पिछले 15 साल से एमपी, एमएलए एंड नगर निगम, वो ऑल थ्री आर अंडर बीजेपी रूल।
ओके।
एंड दिस टाइम व्हाट बीजेपी डिड वाज, ऐसा होता है कि 15 साल में थोड़ी बहुत एंटी इनकम्बेंसी हो जाती है। एमपी, एमएलए सेम ही बन रहे हैं 15 साल से, तो वो वैसे भी कुछ काम करते नहीं और लोग फिर भी उन्हीं को वोट देते हैं। तो वो काफ़ी कंप्लेसेंट थे। तो लोगों में इंटरनली बीजेपी के में थोड़ा सा वो था बेसिकली लोगों में। तो उन्होंने इस बार टिकट चेंज कर दिया एंड दे गेव टू समवन एल्स, लाइक सेम पीपल, आरएसएस पीपल एंड ऑल। तो एंड यू विल बी सरप्राइज कि जो लास्ट 2019 में इलेक्शन हुआ था उसमें जो हमारा एमपी था, ही वन बाय लाइक 6 or 7 lakh votes.
ओके।
And this time they didn't give him the
हु
ticket,
इज योर एमपी?
they gave it to someone else. Earlier in 2019 it was Subhash Bahedia
ओके
and he won by 6 lakh votes from BJP.
ओके
But इस बार उसको टिकट नहीं दिया because he वो 15 साल से है उधर एमपी था।
ओके
इस बार इन्होंने टिकट दिया his name is दामोदर अग्रवाल।
ओके
एंड तो वो बेसिकली वो बन गए इस बार। ही आल्सो वॉन प्रिटी इजीली ऑब्वियसली। तो एमपी और एमएलए सेम सीन। नो, एमएलए में इस बार तो और भी इंटरेस्टिंग था। सो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि यू नो प्रॉब्लम इतनी कॉम्प्लेक्स है कि एमएलए मतलब 15 साल से बीजेपी का बन रहा था। बीजेपी पीपल वर सो चिल, उनको पता था कि पार्टी में कोई भी इस बंदे को सपोर्ट नहीं करता, फिर भी उसी को टिकट दिया। अगेन इंडिपेंडेंटली आरएसएस ने अपना कैंडिडेट खड़ा किया and he won. The independent person from RSS, he won the elections,
ओ वाओ,
defeated BJP and Congress both.
ओ वाओ।
और या और अब मेरे को ये समझ नहीं आता वो लाइक ही वो भले ही इंडिपेंडेंट है बोलने के लिए, बट ही इज नॉट रियली इंडिपेंडेंट। वो भी बीजेपी का ही बंदा है। तो ठीक है, मतलब लोगों ने उसको इसीलिए वोट दिया था कि आरएसएस से और बीजेपी से तो एक ही बात है, तो लोगों ने उसको भी जिता दिया। तो भी मैं ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ कि ऐसी जगह पे जहाँ आप रहते हो कि जहाँ पे कुछ भी हो जाए, एमपी एमएलए आपके काम करने नहीं वाले हैं, आपके वोट में बेसिकली कोई पावर है नहीं। मतलब
या आई मीन
तो
ओके, सो लाइक योर हाँ, फेयर इनफ, बोलो।
राइट, तो आपको ऐसा फील होने लगता है कि यार व्हाई एम आई इवन वोटिंग मैन, लाइक कि मुझे पता है कि, लेकिन ऑल्दो ऑब्वियसली आई स्टिल वोट। इस बार तो मैं लिटरली वोटिंग बूथ पे खड़ा होकर ये सोच रहा था कि मैं किधर कांग्रेस और नोटा, कांग्रेस और नोटा। बट फिर मुझे लगा कि a vote against BJP is only a vote for कांग्रेस इस सिचुएशन में। तो कांग्रेस को दिया वोट। लेकिन वही है कि एंड एज अ सीए, लाइक आई एम अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, सो एज अ सीए इकोनॉमी, मतलब मैं देखता हूँ कि इकोनॉमी की इतनी बुरी हालात है इस टाइम पे, एंड स्टिल पीपल फ्रॉम माय कम्युनिटी, माय फ्रेंड्स, आई एम 27, आई एम अ सीए।
राइट।
मेरे जो दोस्त हैं, मेरे जो रिश्तेदार हैं, मेरे जो फैमिली वाले हैं, दे आर स्टिल लाइक pretty strong in support of BJP, and we know the reasons why obviously, but बहुत ही कहने का मतलब कि ऐसी सिचुएशन है कि रीजनल लेवल पे बता रहा हूँ, लाइक आई एम नॉट इवन टॉकिंग अबाउट द नेशनल लेवल, आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट लाइक माय सिटी, माय कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी। लेकिन मैं आपको देखता हूँ तो आप हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा एकदम ही हटके सा ही करते हो, मतलब pretty different, very creative, और it has a chance of at least changing something on the ground. So ऐसा कुछ मतलब different ideas कहाँ से आते हैं, और ऐसी सिचुएशन जो मैंने आपको बताई बेसिकली, तो उसमें
या
होपलेस क्यों नहीं हो हम, और क्या ही कर सकते हैं।
सो एक तो लाइक आई थिंक यू मेक अ वेरी फेयर पॉइंट कि आप क्यों वोट दे रहे हो। देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु थिंक दिस, बाय द वे, कि क्या ही फायदा है वोट दे के, सब लोग आएंगे तो चोरी है, लाइक सब तो चोर है, आई डोंट लाइक एनी कैंडिडेट। नोटा क्राउड ऑल्सो, विच इज लाइक विल गो देयर एंड मेक अ पॉइंट दैट वी डोंट लाइक यू, विच इज अ पॉइंटलेस थिंग टू डू जस्ट इन केस।
सॉरी, सेकंड, बस एक छोटा सा पॉइंट कि एक्चुअली नोटा को तो मैं कंसिडर इसलिए भी नहीं कर रहा था क्योंकि मुझे पता था कि लाइक ठीक है दोनों में चोर है whatever the scene is, लेकिन बीजेपी people and their ideology is like कि ये तो actively destroy कर ही देंगे country को. So
fair enough.
right now it's like कि हम एक बार पहले बचा लें, उसके
Also,
बाद
it's
फिर
a
देख लेंगे कि
waste basically. Generally, like going for nota is just a general waste of your vote, right? I mean, you might as well give your vote to an independent candidate. That's even better, right?
इसलिए
I
भी
mean,
थोड़ी खुशी हुई कि आप इलेक्शन पे खड़े हो गए.
like see, that's what I think.
एटलीस्ट नोटा को
My
भी
thing
चलो.
is कि भाई मतलब इतने सारे इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट्स एफर्ट करके कुछ ना कुछ तो एफर्ट किया है ना सबने. एटलीस्ट फॉर्म फॉर फिल करने का तो एफर्ट किया है, उसको तो रिवॉर्ड करो एटलीस्ट. लाइक थोड़ा सा.
नोटा इज लाइक you are giving a silent dissent.
Yeah, but it's not.
एटलीस्ट आप किसी
It's
जैसे अगर
pointless.
अगर
You're
लोग आपको
you should
अगर
dissent
आपको
by
वोट देते हैं
giving
लोग,
votes to independents. That's the way I'm looking
या
at it.
एग्जैक्टली तो आप कम से कम हमारा इश्यूज तो उठाओगे, आप आवाज तो उठाओगे, आप कुछ तो बोल रहे हो ना,
Exactly.
तो उसके लिए वोट देंगे तो लोगों को लगेगा कि एटलीस्ट 1000 लोग भी ऐसा सोचते हैं, ऐसा वरना अदरवाइज
Right, exactly. Like हमको
तो मैं
अगर
वही
तुमको
पता कि
dissent
इशू
करना है
की
तो
ये
फिर
आइडियाज तो है.
हाँ हाँ okay.
जैसे वो
Wait,
रेड
sorry.
वाला जो आइडिया था, बजट रेड्स है ना, एमपीज के घर पे
हाँ.
रेड्स करना, एंड सबसे पहले तो ये आइडियाज मतलब क्या कैसे लाते हो आप, क्या थिंकिंग रहता है और क्या प्रोसेस रहता है, या फिर कुछ आप एक्स्ट्रा ट्राई करते हो या बाहर की पॉलिटिकल मूवमेंट्स को देखते हो.
So
तो
one of the things
इस
is
तरीके से
I feel like okay, I'll answer both of your questions. First is the voting one,
Yeah.
right? One is which is
Yeah.
I've always considered कि voting is a basically exercise in absurdity, right? तुमने वो सिसिफस वाली कहानी सुनी है ना कि सिसिफस was condemned to like roll the rock up a hill और फिर वो रॉक फिर से आता था, फिर से उसको वही करना पड़ता था, and that was his life, right? I feel like it
Yeah.
is an exercise in absurdity because honestly, as a citizen, you're an extremely tiny part of the system, right? But as a collective, you mean a lot, right? So the only way to improve a society is to maybe change the collective, right? But also you can't change the collective without focusing on the individual, right? Now whether the individual changes, will the collective change? Of course not. So it's an exercise in futility in a lot of ways कि आप दोनों भी करने की कोशिश करोगे बट दोनों भी शायद कुछ रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा, right? But at the same time, the reason why Sisyphus keeps doing it again and again is because it's an exercise in absurdity. After a point, I feel like you should start enjoying it. Because see, you're condemned to do it anyway, right? So like अगर तुम if you want to be that person who is not voting, for example, तो मैं तो तुमसे बात भी नहीं कर रहा हूँ, right? But the fact that you are actually, let's say, you know the candidate thing, you know that oh ये independent जीत गया, oh ये RSS का candidate है, which means that you are a citizen who understands or is curious about politics, right? Or what is happening in your society, right? So you are a citizen who goes to vote, right? Now the thing is, you can either feel sad about voting or you can enjoy it for yourself, because you're selfish, because you're condemned to do it anyway, so you enjoy it, right? So, and that also answers your second question, which is why like these crazy ideas, as you said, I don't know, like I feel like, friend, something broke in me, honestly speaking. I mean, when I was in parliament, when I was actually in parliament and working and on policy, writing speeches with MPs, etc., I saw so much shit, like shit in the sense that, like for example, the anti-defection thing which I keep talking about, which is like an MP cannot vote according to their conscience, right? They have to listen to the party leader. Yeah, voting wala system, which means that we are not a democracy, we are a theoretical democracy, plain and simple, and that is applicable even in the legislative assembly. So now think about it this way: the only way a MP or an MLA can actually represent people without caring about party is if they are an independent. It would break the system, right? Because I don't have to listen to a whip if I win. I can choose. I will only care about my people. I will care about Malviya Nagar, right? I don't have to listen to a whip. I don't have to listen to a party boss. I will just listen to people. So the way to break this system, I guess, is for more independent candidates to just stand and win. Unless you stand, nobody will win. So that's why I'm standing. Same thing with MPGA, right? Like MPGA में लोग complain बहुत करते हैं यार, मतलब सब जगह पे I know like people are smart, people see problems, people ये whatever, but unless you go to your MP and even talk to them, how will anything happen? At least go and talk to them, no? At least tell them your problems face to face. Meet your representatives. That is the whole thing. People are so surprised that, oh wow, you can just walk into your MP's house like that. They want you to.
Because no, हम लोग वो सबको भगवान मान के रखते हैं, नेता को, लोगों को,
Exactly
तो
my point. Arey boss, like the thing is MPs are desperate to talk to the people also, na, because their whole career depends on it, on their voters. They
yeah,
know this. So if you walk into an MP, they do treat you well. Nobody will just like throw you out or whatever. It doesn't happen that way. They want to listen to people. That is their literal job, and they understand it also. This
also
very
it feels
obvious
good for
thing,
them also.
nobody in our amazingly privileged elite circles जो इतना resources है लोगों पे, मतलब इतना मतलब A1 A2 वाला resources नहीं है, but फिर भी like we are people who are sitting here, our bellies are full, we have a good sort of life, we binge Netflix whatever. यार तुम महीने में एक आध घंटा निकाल लो to go to your representative and talk about the pothole on your road. एक घंटा मे बी, आई डोंट नो, मे बी इट्स पॉसिबल, मे बी सैटरडे को एक ट्रिप बना लो उसको, राइट? That's what I mean. I'm frustrated, boss. That is where the ideas come from, and I'm broken in the head.
Kudos to you, man. एक मतलब ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लूंगा आपका, और भी लोग हैं बात करने के लिए, बस एक मैं बोल रहा था कि आपने जो आइडिया दिया इंडिपेंडेंट वाला, वो उसमें मैं एक्चुअली मैंने लिखा था आपसे किस बारे में बात करनी, तो एक ये था कि इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स के अंदर मेरे को सबसे बड़ा जो इशू लगता है और उस पर कोई ज्यादा लोग बात भी नहीं करते हैं, इट्स द टिकट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम.
Yes.
राइट.
हाँ.
तो बेसिकली पार्टीज जिसको चुन रही है कि कौन वहां से टिकट मिलेगा, वो तो उसमें तो हमारा कोई हाथ ही नहीं है. तो हमारे पास तो बेसिकली ये है कि सिर्फ वो दो उन्होंने लाके खड़े कर दिया, अब इनमें से किसी एक को बना दो जो आपको कम लगता है छोड़ा, फिर आप पार्टी आइडियोलॉजी के हिसाब से देख लो. वो तो रोल ही खत्म हो गया ना, मतलब इंडिविजुअल का.
See, that's what, like, I mean, if your concepts are clear a little bit, right? Like, for example, one of the things I genuinely believe in is decentralization, right? So I hate national parties. Again, I'm not saying BJP or Congress or whatever, but I do not like national parties for that very reason, which is that in your attempt to conquer more territories, like kings and queens of the old, you are essentially diluting identity and you are centralizing. Whether you want it or not, it is a feature in your party, right? So regional parties you actively want to kill, because decentralize होगा तो लोगों के पास ज़्यादा power आएगा, representatives will be powerful, representatives will be closer to the people, etc., right? So I feel like one of the things we have to actually think about is what sort of parties do we vote for also, right? I am a big proponent of voting for regional parties. Even if you think the regional party is corrupt, they will be just limited to their state borders, so by default they'll be less corrupt than the national parties, because national parties are all country में, सब country में कहीं पे भी जाके corruption कर सकते हो.
We don't even have the luxury of that in Rajasthan.
Yeah, that's true. See, but I mean, you have to think about like independent candidates, then whatever. I don't know. It'll take time, friend. I'm just starting. अभी शुरुआत है, देखते हैं अभी शुरुआत है कहाँ जाता है.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इसके अंदर तो फिर आपको हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी से मतलब इंस्पिरेशन लेनी चाहिए. इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट एक्चुअली वन.
I'm glad you told me that story. That's amazing, and I just want RSS to support me now. maybe. I'm an RSS plant. Ooh. If we spread that rumor that I'm an RSS plant, holy shit.
There are actual chances of you winning then. Get a cow poster already.
No, just kidding.
I think just last thing I want to say, like I watch an American political streamer. His name is Destiny. I don't know if you know him. And
yes, I know Destiny. Yes.
Yeah. So, like, are you thinking of doing something like that, like debates or stuff like that?
I tried that. I tried debating and all, but I don't honestly, like, I didn't really enjoy it that much. So I do call-in radios where we talk to people. So I mean, like that. This is better. I feel like this is much better.
Great.
less toxic.
So I came here through Vimo, and I like watch all your content with Medusa also, and I love you all guys. And thank you for gifting me the membership actually. तो अभी मैं एकदम अच्छे से content में घुसा हूँ और अब मैं आगे घुसा रहूँगा. Thank you.
Thank you, Kudrat. Much nice talking to you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Kudrat is done. Amplitude is here. Amplitude, can you wait for just a second, friend?
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
just a second. Yeah. Disha is saying congratulations and thank you for making the bold move. Though it may be an exercise in futility and absurdity, do not go gentle into the good night. Rage against the dying of the light. Thank you so much, Disha. Thank you for the support, and that's a very good line. Where is it from, Disha? Where is this from? I've heard of this. I've seen this before. Is it a song? Can some other constituency voter nominate you? No, Saksham. And thank you for the 9 months. You cannot, you have to be a voter of Malviya Nagar AC number 43. If you are someone who is a voter of Malviya Nagar AC 43, or you know someone who is a voter of Malviya Nagar AC 43, we need proposers. I need proposers. As of now, because we have another one, 7 ho gaye hai, 3 we need. I'm actually aiming for 12. 3 for the minimum threshold, then I'll try to add 2 more just in case last moment pe someone ditches or whatever. So, yeah. It's from a poem. Interstellar se align. What? Okay. Poem 2. Okay, fair enough. Hi, Amplitude. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm nice. मैं बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि मैं आपसे बात कर पा रहा हूँ और एक चीज कि ये स्वामी विवेकानंद जी का जन्मदिन है और उन्हीं के आइडियोलॉजी में आप ये काम कर रहे हैं. मेरा पहला ये डाउट क्वेश्चन था कि आप ये जो कर रहे हैं कि ये लोकल पब्लिक को लोकल कैंपेन करके अगर उसको स्प्रेड करना चाह रहे हैं आपकी लोकेलिटी में मालवीय नगर में.
तो देखो फ्रेंड एम्पलीट्यूड एक सीधी चीज़ है, राइट. आई हैवंट डन दिस बिफोर. मैंने पहले कभी किया नहीं है. मैंने कभी मतलब मैंने सोचा है करने का, बट मैंने किया नहीं है. दूसरी चीज़ कि मेरे पास लाइक आई डेंट जॉइन अ पार्टी बिकॉज आई फील लाइक मुझे लाइक आई जेन्युइनली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू फाइट इलेक्शंस. मतलब वो प्रोसेस क्या होता है, क्या क्या डिफ़िकल्टीज होते हैं, क्या क्या डिस्क्लेमर्स देने पड़ते हैं, और इतने सारे सवाल आ रहे हैं ना मेरे दिमाग में. फॉर एग्जांपल, जब ये जाएगा, अगर मेरा नाम आ जाएगा, मेरा और मेरे वाइफ का पूरा फिनेंशियल डिटेल्स बाहर चला जाएगा, राइट. पीपल विल फाइंड आउट ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ थिंग्स अबाउट मी. पूरा फुल डॉक्सिंग होने वाला है मेरा, राइट. As a content creator, is that a good idea? As a political streamer, is that a good idea? It is not, right? But still, then you have to think about, if you want to be an elected representative, it also makes sense because you need to tell people what is your financial details, so that you know that you are more transparent that way. तो ऐसे सब सवाल ना मेरे दिमाग में अभी आ रहे हैं क्योंकि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ. बट जब तक मैंने किया नहीं था तब तक थोड़ा सा थियोरेटिकल लेवल पे ही चल रहा था सब मेरे दिमाग में. तो इसीलिए करना है मेरे को कि प्रैक्टिकल करना है. बस देखना है एक बार करके कि क्या क्या सवाल आ रहे हैं मेरे दिमाग में, व्हाट आर द सॉर्ट ऑफ मॉरल क्वांड्रीज दैट आई विल कम अक्रॉस, एंड आई वांट टू आल्सो लाइक टॉक टू पीपल अबाउट दोज. लाइक इस कैंपेन के लिए मैं फंड रेजिंग करूँ कि नहीं करूँ, इट्स अ बिग क्वेश्चन आई एम स्टिल स्ट्रगलिंग विथ, राइट. बिकॉज ऑनेस्टली आई एम रेजिस्टिंग, बट अदर पीपल आर सेइंग भाई करना, व्हाट इज योर प्रॉब्लम. आई एम लाइक बट भाई अगर किया तो फिर इट गिव्स अ रीजन फॉर पीपल टू से दैट यू आर डूइंग दिस टू अर्न मनी. आई डोंट वांट पीपल टू से दैट और इवन थिंक दैट. It will destroy my campaign or whatever little hope I have. So it's very interesting to think about these things. I'm just doing it live as a content creator. तुमको भी पता चलेगा मेरे दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है, कैंडिडेट के दिमाग में क्या चलता है.
या मैं सपोर्ट करता हूँ कि आप जीतें. अगर आप जीतेंगे तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा से एक स्ट्रॉन्ग मैसेज देगा अगर आप जीतते हैं अपना पूरा एफर्ट डाल के. और आई होप यू स्प्रेड एंड सक्सीड इन स्प्रेडिंग द स्ट्रॉन्गर मैसेज.
थैंक यू.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था कि अगर आप पॉपुलर जो यूट्यूबर्स हैं, मैं कुछ यूट्यूबर्स को ऐसे फॉलो करता हूँ, जैसे नमन श्रीवास्तव करके एक हैं, अगर आप उनको जानते हैं, तो उनका मतलब एक एकदम स्ट्रॉन्ग ओपिनियन है कि हमको अपने पब्लिक से एक स्ट्रॉन्ग लीडर्स जो हमको एक्चुअली गाइड करें वो भेजने चाहिए पॉलिटिक्स में। तो मुझे लग रहा है कि आप एक वैसे दिख रहे हैं कि जस्ट एक स्टार्ट तो करें वैसा। तो आप
स्टार्ट
ऐसे
कर रहे
पॉपुलर
हैं।
यूट्यूबर्स से सपोर्ट लेने की कोशिश अगर किए होंगे
तो मैंने
सपोर्ट
देखो
करेंगे।
एम्पलीट्यूड मैंने ना बहुत लोगों को मेरा अनाउंसमेंट वीडियो भेजा है, कुछ कुछ बड़े बड़े यूट्यूबर्स को भी भेजा है, मैंने काफ़ी लोगों को भेजा है, कुछ कुछ लोगों ने रिस्पॉन्ड भी किया है कि वेल डन, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस, बेस्ट ऑफ लक एक्सेट्रा। बट मैं उतना ही करने वाला हूँ, मैं कोई ऐसे उनको बोलने नहीं वाला हूँ कि मेरे को प्रमोट करो या फिर मेरे कैंपेन के बारे में बात करो या वॉट एवर इट इज़। आई एम जस्ट नॉट दैट पर्सन ऑनेस्टली। लाइक आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू basically suck up to anyone. If they find there is merit in essentially मेरा काम या मैं जो भी कर रहा हूँ, तो they will promote it themselves. I don't need to ask them. I will send it to them. I'll make them aware about it. Let's see क्या होता है। अब मैं बोलने तो नहीं वाला हूँ किसी को। Like I mean I know a lot of big creators personally also. I speak to them more or less regularly etc. So ऐसे ऐसे थोड़ी होता है ना, मतलब आई एम नॉट दैट पर्सन, आई एम नॉट दैट पर्सन हु विल गो टू देम एंड कि भाई प्रमोट कर दे, भाई शेयर कर दे या फिर बहन शेयर कर दे। मैं नहीं करता वो। आई जस्ट टेल देम कि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, इफ दे लाइक इट दे कवर इट और दे डोंट, इट्स फाइन।
कोई नहीं, आप नहीं करेंगे, हम कर लेंगे आपके आपके लिए, हम सब जितने भी आपको फॉलो कर रहे हैं। और फिर एक था कि मैं बहुत बार ऐसे देखा हूँ कि जैसे जो दिल्ली है पूरा एज अ होल और सिंगापुर को जब मैं ऐसे कंपेयर करता हूँ, ऐसा लगता है कि सिंगापुर और दिल्ली एक हिसाब से सेम ही है, एक बहुत अच्छे से डेवलप कर लिया। तो अगर आप कंपेयर करेंगे कि पॉपुलेशन, रिलीजियस डाइवर्सिटी, एरिया,
हाँ
सब कुछ ऑलमोस्ट सेम है, तो आप एक बार आपका व्यू उसमें कि सिंगापुर और दिल्ली, दिल्ली के पब्लिक को ये दिखा सकें कि सिंगापुर कैसे डेवलप किया और दिल्ली के पास भी सेम अपॉर्चुनिटी अभी भी है और तब भी था, और कर सकते हैं
बट
ऐसा।
सिंगापुर बहुत लाइक यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, जैसे मैं बोल रहा था ना अभी डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन का, इट ऑल्सो मीन्स कि जैसे अगर दिल्ली के म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन को और कॉरपोरेटर को आपने एक्चुअल पावर दे दिया, राइट, टू एक्चुअली लाइक कंट्रोल ब्यूरोक्रेसी, कंट्रोल बजट्स, राइट। अब हमारा जो बजट आ रहा है वो, एक तो दिल्ली हाफ स्टेट है, यूनियन टेरिटरी है, आधा सेंटर चलाता है, पुलिस लॉ एंड ऑर्डर वगैरह वो उधर जाता है, यहाँ पे आता है लाइक हेल्थ एक्सेट्रा स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के पास आता है, गार्बेज वगैरह म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन के पास जाता है। अब म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन को कंट्रोल कौन कर रहा है? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, राइट, क्योंकि वही डिसाइड करेंगे इलेक्शन कब होगा, क्या होगा। सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट इज डिसाइडिंग कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को कौन से ब्यूरोक्रेट्स मिलेंगे और म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन को कौन से ब्यूरोक्रेट्स मिलेंगे, राइट। तो अगर तीन अलग अलग पार्टीज होंगे तीन अलग अलग लेवल पे, तो बहुत कचरा हो जाता है फिर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिवली। एंड ऑल्सो दिस होल थिंग इज हैपनिंग बिकॉज एक तो हमारे यहाँ पे सेंट्रलाइजेशन की सबको लत लग गई है। एवरीबडी जस्ट वॉन्ट्स टू गिव मोर पावर टू द बिगेस्ट पर्सन। तो उसके पास ऑलरेडी पावर है, उसको और पावर देना चाहते हैं लोग। नॉट लाइक दे वॉन्ट टू टेक पावर अवे फ्रॉम देम एंड गिव इट टू अदर पीपल। अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम ऐसी सिचुएशन में आ गए। तो सिंगापुर में द थिंग इज दैट एक तो यू कैन से दैट द एरिया एंड एवरीथिंग इज स्मॉल, बट देन दैट इज द गवर्नमेंट देयर, राइट। तो नीचे से लेके ऊपर तक वहीं पे खत्म हो जाता है। हमारा नीचे से लेके ऊपर तक कहाँ तक जाता है? दिल्ली तक जाता है, मतलब दिल्ली में ही है, बट इट गोज टू द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट विच इज लाइक अ नेशनल, दिस इज लुकिंग एट अ नेशनल पिक्चर। सो इट्स नॉट टेक्निकली लाइक इतना भी डिसेंट्रलाइज नहीं है, और कचरा करके रखा है पूरा एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिवली, राइट। इसी की वजह से दिल्ली में कुछ होता नहीं है। लाइक स्टेबिलिटी है ही नहीं इस सिटी में। लाइक तुम लोग पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, अगर कोई भी लाइक तुम पॉलिटिकल पार्टी सेंटर में आ गई, बीच में एक आ गई, मतलब लाइक स्टेट गवर्नमेंट में आप आ गए, और फिर और एक एमसीडी आ गई अगर बीजेपी की, इसके भी नीचे, तो आम आदमी पार्टी फिर एमसीडी को बजट नहीं देगी, कि बोलेंगे कि तुम्हारा सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट हमको बजट नहीं देता है और हमको परेशान करता है, तो अब हम एमसीडी को परेशान करेंगे। ये भी तो हो सकता है ना, बिकॉज सब पार्टीज को तो रिवेंज ही लेना है एक दूसरे से। लाइक हम और किसके लिए लड़ते हैं लोग आजकल? पावर के लिए लड़ते हैं।
हाँ, ये है, पर अब हम सब ऐसे लेफ्ट विंग की तरफ या राइट विंग की तरफ, पार्टीज की तरफ ना हो कि फॉर इंडिया के हिसाब से अगर कोई सोचे तो फिर
हाँ मतलब
उस हिसाब से
लेफ्ट और
ये
राइट वैसे भी मायने नहीं रखता अकॉर्डिंग टू मी. आई डोंट थिंक आइडियोलॉजीज मैटर ऑनेस्टली. नोबडी इज थिंकिंग ऑफ आइडियोलॉजीज व्हेन दे आर वोटिंग ऑनेस्टली. They vote for either they have like a multitude of problems which they think like a person or a party can solve, and they trust them, so that's why they vote for them. Or mostly like people right before they go to vote, एक दो दिन पहले कोई पोस्टर दिख गया और अच्छा लग गया, वो चेहरा अच्छा लग गया तो वो वोट कर देंगे. Very few people think about why they are voting. I mean, very few people think about the larger implications of why they are voting. A lot of people think about उनको क्या मिलेगा immediately after the election, right? That is why all these ladli bahin, ladki bahin, all these schemes are working, because honestly women are getting empowered and they feel like अच्छा एटलीस्ट इतना तो मिल रहा है, अभी तो मिल रहा है, तो और 2-3 महीने के लिए भी मिल जाएगा तो अच्छा गुजारा हो जाएगा, सो लेट्स डू इट. बिकॉज नोबडी इज बीइंग गिवन द लग्जरी टू थिंक लॉन्ग टर्म एनी मोर. सब लोग सर्वाइवल के लिए भाग रहे हैं हमारे इनइक्वालिटी की वजह से, एंड दैट इज व्हाट दे आर थिंकिंग कि अभी अभी अच्छा ये दे रहे हैं ना तो इनको ही रखो फिर.
या मेरा एक क्वेश्चन अभी उसके बाद जस्ट ये था कि हमारे इंडिया में फ्री भी पॉलिटिक्स जो चल रहा है, दिल्ली में हो या सभी स्टेट्स में हो, तो मैं ऐसे कैलकुलेट किया था, ऐसे हमारे झारखंड का स्पेसिफिकली कैलकुलेट किया था. वहाँ पे ऐसे एक 2,500 रुपीज का ऐसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फॉर वुमेन अबव 21 प्लस. तो वो अप्रोक्स मतलब बहुत ज्यादा नंबर 1,200 करोड़ का आ रहा था मंथली का. तो ये हमारी इकोनॉमी मतलब 1,200 करोड़ पर मंथ गवर्नमेंट स्पेंड्स, द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ झारखंड स्पेंड्स ऑन दिस वन स्कीम ओनली. freebies of 2,500 for specific 21 plus and various बहुत सारे अलग अलग जगह बहुत सारे ऐसे freebies है. तो ये freebie politics कैसे आपकी इलेक्शन में तो बहुत ज्यादा रैम्पेंट होता है ये, तो ये कैसे इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है? और
एनपीए कितने माफ हुए? नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट्स लोन जो डिफॉल्ट हुए, बड़े बड़े लोन जो डिफॉल्ट हुए, कितने माफ हुए 10 साल में?
मैं 10 साल का तो नहीं कैलकुलेट किया था, 1 साल का मैं झारखंड स्पेसिफिक का कैलकुलेट किया था.
नहीं झारखंड नहीं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि एनपीएस जो नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट्स है, मतलब जो कॉर्पोरेट्स ने लोन लेके रखे हैं और वापस नहीं दिए और फिर वो गवर्नमेंट ने माफ कर दिए, कितने हुए?
मैं सॉरी मैं ये सर्च नहीं किया था.
दैट्स फाइन 15 लाख करोड़ से ऊपर, 15 लाख करोड़ से ऊपर. तो तुम अगर बेसिकली इफ यू आर फोकसिंग ऑन समथिंग, फोकस ऑन दैट. वो भी फ्रीबी है अकॉर्डिंग टू मी. दैट्स द बिगेस्ट फ्रीबी एक्चुअली. दैट्स द रियल फ्रीबी विच नोबडी टॉक्स अबाउट. तुम लोग फ्रीबी चिल्लाते हो क्योंकि गरीबों को पैसा मिल रहा है. ऑनेस्टली दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंस ना, कि एक गरीब को लाइक फ्री बस सर्विस दे दी, कुछ पैसा दे दिया महीने का, सिलेंडर दे दिए 2-3, तो अरे फ्री. अरे 200 यूनिट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मिल रहा है, पानी मिल रहा है. कोई भी गवर्नमेंट बोल लो, बीजेपी से बोलो आप, आई डोंट गिव अ शिट. आई एम सेइंग कि people complain about freebies only when it comes to poor people getting things. They don't complain about freebies when the rich corporates get it. They get subsidy, they get fukat ka land, they get sasta land, right? They get like loan maafi. That is the real freebie man. उसका देखो ना कितना पैसा है. तुम 15 लाख करोड़ अगर बांट दोगे, यूनिवर्सल बेसिक इनकम हो जाएगा हमारा, पूरे देश को पैसा मिल जाएगा. मोदी जी ने बोला था ना कि 15 लाख करोड़ देंगे, 15 लाख रुपए देंगे. लाइक दैट वाज मे बी ही वाज प्लांटिंग द आइडिया ऑफ यूनिवर्सल बेसिक इनकम ओनली.
आयरनी भी वही है कि मुझे अभी पता चल रहा है आपके थ्रू से कि ऐसा कुछ भी ऐसे बहुत एकदम बड़े नंबर में है. तो यही अगर
दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग ना फ्रेंड, एम्पलीट्यूड. वन ऑफ द थिंग्स दैट यू नीड टू आल्सो थिंक अबाउट इज कि ये नैरेटिव कौन बना रहेगा आपके दिमाग में कि फ्रीबी का है, फ्रीबी. ये जो फ्रीबी वर्ड भी है ना, ये नैरेटिव कहाँ से आ रहा है सोचना चाहिए ना आपको. मीडिया किसको कौन कंट्रोल कर रहा है? यही सब कॉर्पोरेट हाउसेस जिनको फ्रीबीज मिल रहे हैं, बड़े बड़े फ्रीबीज मिल रहे हैं उनको, तो वही तो कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं ना नैरेटिव्स. उनके ही तो एंकर चिल्ला रहे हैं ना फ्रीबी. उनके ही तो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को ऐड मिल रहे हैं ना, वही तो चिल्ला रहे हैं ना सब लोग फ्रीबी. और फ्रीबी किसके लिए प्रॉब्लम होता है? जो बस में फ्री यात्रा कर रही है ना औरत. मैं मिला था अभी यहाँ पे बस में, जब ये दिल्ली में जब बस में फ्री राइड्स हुए थे ना, तो माय डोमेस्टिक हेल्प उनकी डॉटर है, राइट, वो उसको कॉलेज जाना पड़ता था, मतलब लाइक उसके मेहरौली से थोड़ा सा दूर है कॉलेज, वहाँ पे जाना पड़ता था. इतने खुश हो गए ना वो लोग कि फ्री बस राइड मिल रहा है, अब उसको बस में जाना फ्री हो जाएगा, कॉलेज जाना और आना, राइट. लिटरली दे टुक 3 जॉय राइड्स जस्ट बिकॉज दे वर हैप्पी कि एक दिन में 3 बार आके जाके गए इधर उधर, जस्ट बस लिया उस दिन. एंड देन दे केम बैक सो एक्साइटेड टू टेल मी दैट ओ दे सेव्ड लाइक 25 रुपए और लाइक 50 रुपए दिन का. Dude, that's a huge deal, whether you know it or not, for a lot of people. And that's why, like, when you say freebie and ये सब, गरीबों का ही तो, गरीबों को ही मिल रहा है ना पैसा. प्रॉब्लम क्या है यार तुम्हारा? लाइक, एंड रईस लोग ही चिल्लाते हैं कि तुमको गरीबों को पैसा क्यों बांट रहे हो. That's what I'm saying, that, you know, like, if you want to focus on freebies, focus on the real people who are taking the money away in large chunks.
आपसे मैं ऐसे ही करूंगा कि आपने जो पर्सपेक्टिव दिया कि हाँ ज़्यादा मेजर केस वो है, स्पेसिफिकली मैं झारखंड का इसलिए मेंशन किया था क्योंकि वहाँ पे कोई ऐसे गरीबों वाला क्राइटेरिया नहीं.
झारखंड जैसे स्टेट में तो और फ्रीबीज देने चाहिए ना, क्योंकि ज्यादा गरीब है.
मतलब वो बहुत ऐसा था, मतलब जिनके पास ऑलरेडी इनकम है, इसलिए मैं स्पेसिफिकली झारखंड का किया था. पर ओवरऑल
पता करो कि झारखंड में जो भी माइनिंग कंपनीज है, जो भी फॉरेस्ट काट रहे हैं, जो भी कंपनीज है वहाँ पे, जो माइंस मिल रहे हैं उनको, जो भी है बिजनेस चला रहे, उन्होंने कितना लोन माफ किया. जस्ट फाइंड आउट, राइट. वहाँ पे चिल्लाओ, फिर वो बोलो कि उनको फ्रीबीज दे रहे.
हाँ, आपसे तो थैंक यू, आपने ये वाला पर्सपेक्टिव दिया. और एक मेरा एक डाउट था, ये क्या कोई कंट्री बिना,
सॉरी एम्पलीट्यूड, आई विल हैव टू लेट यू गो बिकॉज और भी लोग बाकी है, बट अगली बार आना और क्वेश्चंस लेके आना, मैं और बात करूंगा.
जस्ट वन.
अच्छा, क्विकली.
Is it possible to run a national country without having national parties?
Yes, it is. Because we are a union of states. Our constitution says we are a union of states. What does that mean? The states and center are equal. What does that mean? कि हमारा जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है और जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है, they should be treated as equal. हमारे यहाँ पे इतने ज़्यादा आइडेंटिटीज़ है हमारे कंट्री में, इतना. आप कहाँ से हो? सॉरी, आप झारखंड से हो ना?
मैं उड़ीसा से हूँ.
उड़ीसा से हो, सॉरी. आप उड़िया हो, राइट. मैं मराठी हूँ, राइट. यहाँ पे और भी लोग हैं जो अलग अलग नेशनलिटीज से. आपकी लैंग्वेज अलग है, मेरी लैंग्वेज अलग है, राइट. बट स्टिल वी आर अ पार्ट ऑफ द सेम कंट्री. बट एट द सेम टाइम आई एम प्रिटी श्योर यू आर प्राउड ऑफ योर हेरिटेज एंड कल्चर एंड लैंग्वेज एंड यू लव इट. आई डू टू, राइट. But we still want to live together, talk together, you know, live in the same country. But at the same time, I don't want that to be diluted either. How do I ensure that? Decentralization. National parties के बिना ही होगा ये. तुम और मैं ज़्यादा बात कर पाओगे when the national parties are not that powerful. Or at least they stick to just center में रहो फिर तुम. National parties should only fight national elections. State parties should fight state elections. कर देते. Legislative change. Only state parties can fight state elections. फिर मजा आएगा.
थैंक यू कि आपने इतना टाइम दिया.
थैंक यू. बाय. Let's do Omkar. Okay, we are past 12. I'm going to take a few more callers. Okay, line बढ़ता ही जा रहा है. I know. I will do more, guys. I'm going to do more or less alternate day streams now. So next week also I'll do another call-in radio, more call-in radios. I'll properly talk to you this month. So don't worry. काफी होने वाले हैं ये. And next time, I mean, I know some people who have spoken to me, so I will not let them talk again. So yeah. Omkar, hello, hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Meghnad. So, long story short, great to see your journey from constitution to actually trying to get into a constitutional body. It's been quite a journey, I'd
Yes.
say.
Yes.
And this may sound a bit unhinged,
Okay.
but sometimes I also feel like this is what madness looks like. कि
Fair enough.
पूरा दुनिया ऐसे it's crumbling apart in front of your own eyes and you start trying to hold on to something and do something about it. Like it is madness, and yeah, sometimes this is what it looks like. So if you ever win this election, please ek pagal khana kholna. It is very much needed.
You don't call them pagal khanas anymore, friend.
Oh,
It is apparently inappropriate now. You call them mental health institutions.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Uh,
Uh,
and
sorry,
I will
but
be the first patient, is what
वही
you're
like
saying.
no, I will be the one.
Okay.
मेरे लिए खोल. Because I really feel like I've been losing my mind. Like any day, like I feel like it's getting way too low. I go back and watch your 4th June ka stream. Like it helps me cheer up a little bit.
Oh, that's nice. I never thought that would be the effect I will hear one
Yeah.
day.
No, because the thing is, I had decided that day that I'm not going to look at the news. I am just going to go. I'm going to work on my dissertation or something. I'm going to keep myself distracted. And I woke up and I was like, okay, let's just see what Meghnad is doing. His stream would have started. And then I sat through the entire day.
Yeah.
I laughed. I cried. I cried with friends.
Oh,
And it was a little hopeful.
yeah.
But then, wapis, the life goes on. And but wahi abhi, the question I have is like, how do you make people see themselves from a historical or even थोड़ा context अपने आप का समझने के लिए, like how do you make them see that they are a part of a particular history कि दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है, अपने साथ क्या हो रहा है.
Okay, I
And
have
last year,
a
this
counter
year,
question for you, a better question for you, right? So you said you felt
yeah,
hopeful
sure.
on the 4th of June, right?
Yeah.
Have you lost that hope already?
No, I mean, in a bit, yes. Because
Why?
the world every day it just seems to get a little darker.
Yeah, but like I mean, you felt hopeful because
And
I mean 240 हो गए, right? I mean that was the hope essentially कि अच्छा नहीं इतना भी
yeah,
power नहीं दिया इनको लोगों ने, sort of a thing. My thing is, like this is
yeah.
a government that is supposed to last for 5 years, right? So that hope that you felt on 4th of June should technically last for 5 years.
No, but I'm also a student of philosophy and IR, so it's a bit difficult.
So you are making yourself hopeless, no friend. किसी की गलती है, तेरी गलती है, मेरी थोड़ी गलती है.
No, but वही कि हम क्या करें,
Sorry,
कैसे
sorry, just a
समझाएं.
second. Dr. Manraj Sidhu, who is a new person by the way, is also saying that they have lost hope and they have lost faith.
Oh. And the thing is, it's not only about faith, but it's also about the trust in system that at one point it feels like, okay, no one cares कि हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं, हमारा देश कहाँ जा रहा है, हम as a
भाई I
समाज
care,
कहाँ जा रहे हैं.
भाई
Like we have a looming.
मैं I do. So that's the thing, no, like I
I mean,
mean,
of course you do.
but then so like you can't say nobody cares, no, anymore, because you know me.
Yeah.
How are you making that
Well, very
statement, right, so
valid. Like, I
casually
just
when you
needed
know
to
me and you're
rant.
talking to me? What is this? No man, like, and there are
No.
a
Like
lot
the
of
thing
people.
is, like
For
you
example,
give
let
me
me
hope.
let
I
me give you an
sometimes feel
example,
bad.
Omkar. Like just like a hopeful example. Again, right? Again, this is not like a recklessly positive stream or anything, but I'm saying that when you remember when that RG car thing happened, that horrifying case abhi recently, right? That
Yeah.
West Bengal may everything. Now the thing is, I was in
Yes.
such a bad place, honestly, even then, because honestly, all the women around me, every one of my friends were so depressed, so sad about this, right? You know, like, and whatever. And I was like, how do I even deal with this? How do I talk about this? And honestly, wahan pe hi, I was like, listen, I mean, yes, this happened, etc. But honestly, तुम blame game के ऊपर जाओगे तो solutions ढूंढने पड़ेंगे. So what can I do about it? And I asked my community of people. There were a few doctors who literally sent me so many suggestions. I asked for this because the doctors were there. I knew there are a few people who are doctors. Gave me suggestions. I turned it into a brief and then I gave it to like a bunch of politicians myself, right? West Bengal mein, like one of the suggestions that was given was that there should be a police desk in each public hospital so that if incidents like this happen, FIRs can be filed immediately. Apparently, that suggestion has reached the right places, and some hospitals now have a desk. Right now, whether that happened because it was our brief that did it, whether it was someone else who gave the idea also and it reached there, that I don't know. But honestly, the fact that the community of like the people who I have here, the doctors, actually told me about it, because honestly they thought that there is some hope, there is someone who will actually listen, maybe, right? It's all sab to maybe pe hi chal raha hai na. I don't think there is any other way to do this. Again, as I said, Sisyphus, and as you described, madness, absurdity, I guess.
So I came here to talk
Yeah,
about
but
a bunch of things, and I wanted to answer Omkar from
Hello,
my
Shweta, your voice is cutting out, Ray.
perspective, right?
Shweta, your voice is cutting out.
You can ask him. Okay, sorry. Is it better?
Yeah, बोल.
हाँ. So
गया फिर से. Shitty connection.
I basically
Nope. Nope. Shitty connection. Acha, Omkar, sorry, you were saying.
also, this will be my concluding comment.
Okay.
As a fellow Maharashtrian in Delhi, I get confused as a Bengali a lot.
Yeah.
And well,
ए तू
you
मराठी है
are
का?
gold worker and हो
तू मराठी आहे?
हो.
अरे तू दिल्लीत आहे आणि मराठी आहे? काय रे बापरे, खूपच रेअरिटी आहे, एकदम मोठी रेअरिटी आहे. कोण मराठी लोक इकडे राहतात? वेडे आहेत सगळे मराठी लोक जे इकडे राहतात, म्हणूनच कोणी राहत नाही.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Good to find you, man.
I love Delhi. I absolutely love
I
Delhi.
also love Delhi. I'm okay. The pollution can be
I
better,
absolutely love
but
Delhi.
otherwise it's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So thanks for talking to me again, giving me half an hour of hope.
Thank you.
And then again, I'll go back to 4th of
It's
June.
okay. You can watch more of my streams and restore hope whenever you want. Okay, man. Thank you, Omkar. Bye. Okay, there is Jugbender. Okay, last two callers. I'll take Tanuj and then I'll end, okay? I'll read Tanuj and then I'll, because honestly, mere bhi aankhein abhi. Jugbender, hello. How are you doing?
Hello, sir. How
Hi.
are you?
Hi, I'm good.
So yeah, I've been I've seen you on News Laundry and I've followed your campaign and your channel and all that, and very good effort, and I applaud this effort, and yeah, I hope you keep going. I have some notes here.
Yeah.
Let's see, that I wanted to discuss. So yeah, first thing I'd like to say is, you should take your position very seriously as a candidate.
Yes.
And raise the right issues.
Yes.
So I understand, everything's a joke and you're not, necessarily trying to like uproot any parties or anything like that, but you still have a platform, right?
Yes.
I mean, you already had a platform before you did this. You have a huge platform on YouTube. There's like off the left liberal media space. there's a good amount that watches News Laundry, and you have a lot of name recognition.
Yeah.
So and now that you're running, you do have a platform. So like if you raise an issue, for example, if you talk about parking, the problem of parking right now in Delhi, people
Yeah.
would listen and
Yeah,
ideas
absolutely.
will go out.
No, absolutely.
So as much as I understand the whole comedy and how people are treating it as like kuch bhi kar do, or like making funny posters and all that, as much as we have our sense of humor, we should still understand that this is serious business.
No,
Okay,
absolutely. So
second
again,
note.
but then when you're doing serious business, you don't necessarily have to be serious when doing it, no?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
if
I
I'm
can
having
say that
fun
as a
while
person from
solving
IT.
problems, if I'm having fun while dealing with a parking problem, for example, I have a better chance of doing it and solving it than a sad, depressed, serious uncle who is like, oh, angrily looking at it and like feeling angry and whatever.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Like the only thing, all I wanted to say was, we should try to stick to actual issues
Oh,
as well,
absolutely. Absolutely. So
as
see,
much as possible.
if I had to do a funny campaign, I would never be doing this. I would never be doing this, honestly. If I had to do a funny pretend campaign, I wouldn't need to do this.
So I've seen a lot of comparison with Sham Rangila.
Yeah.
In previous videos.
Yeah.
And I'd say, I mean, that's not a good comparison, because you are actually knowledgeable about the process and about the system, and you have a lot of good ideas to add, whereas that guy was just running as
To make
as
a
a
point.
candidate, just as like a political stunt, like just
No,
political
absolutely.
football, political
But
drama,
the one thing you have to admire is that he actually tried it, right? And it was against Narendra
He
Modi
did.
of all
Yeah,
people.
that is
That
that
takes
is
a lot of
yes,
like
that is
huge amount of
that
balls to
takes a
do.
lot of courage.
Yeah. So the
Huge.
courage is what I like. The courage is what I took the inspiration from. Now, when I stand for candidature, of course, it is going to be extremely different from what he did, right? Because my life experiences are different. My CV is different. As you said, my knowledge and the way I deal with the system is different. I'm not making a point. I'm not standing because, oh, I do not like Somnath Bharti, or Somnath Bharti will not allow anybody else to stand because he's the current incumbent. That's not the point that I'm making. But I did take some courage from there. You know what I mean?
Totally. I totally get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good point. Yeah, so that's one thing I wanted to say. Another thing is, yeah, like, so people are talking about, like, zamana kharab ho gaya hai, or, आजकल किसी पे विश्वास नहीं कर सकते, और ये और वो, और national parties. I feel like now that we are all here for the campaign and not for like just the general political, podcast or whatever, we should focus on what you can do. Like, frame for your followers what you can and cannot do in your new position, so that we can start talking about that. Because again, like,
Absolutely.
since your mission here is educational and you're trying to teach people, what, like, how a campaign works and all that, हमको ये तो समझाओ ना कि भाई कर क्या सकते हो आप, है ना?
Exactly.
क्योंकि clearly you have a certain, like, if you become an MLA, you have a certain, responsibilities, आपका certain scope है, और वही चीजें आप कर सकते हो, तो वो थोड़ा सा लोगों को बताओ.
Absolutely. I agree. I absolutely agree. And so the first step is to find out what an MLA can actually do. Right. So, I mean, in theory, I know what an MLA does. In theory, again, like an MLA is supposed to represent the people of Malviya Nagar. So, I will have to represent the people of Malviya Nagar. I will have to go to the assembly. I can give speeches, right? I will have a certain amount of funds to spend on the constituency, right? So, I listen to
But
people's
about
problem.
about those funds, what can you spend them on, and what type of funds are we talking about?
See, no, I'm just running through the list. I'm just telling you theoretically what I understand what an MLA does, right? These are the things that an MLA does, right? The other job of an MLA is interfacing between people and government. So, for example, I need to, like, or people see that there needs to be like a road built or a park maintained or whatever. So, I am the person who is supposed to go to the government and interface with them and get the funds required to do this, or get the minister to actually do the work. So, I have to put pressure on the government until that happens, right? That is the job of an MLA, theoretically, right? actually, what is it that an MLA can do? What is it that realistically an MLA can do? For example, like the garbage problem that people were talking about. Now, I might have like 1,000 ideas on how to deal with it, but I don't find the right bureaucrat, or I don't find the right corporator, or I don't find the right environment, or I don't find the right, I don't know, wherewithal to do it. It's pointless. But I do want to see what is realistically possible, no? So see, that's the thing. In theory, I know what MLAs do. In practical reality, I will never know unless I actually do it. What are the problems? What are the overall meta problems that an MLA faces?
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, one of the things that I've realized is that our politicians in closed doors will talk about all sorts of problems, like which they feel face with bureaucracy, which they face with other people, etc. In public, they don't accept their failures only. Like, bata to do kyun nahi kar paye? Like, so we can see that you were not able to do this,
I mean,
but you're not even giving,
Gadkari
like,
does that.
accepting you were not able to do this. Like, you're spinning
But
everything
Gadkari does
into a
that, doesn't
win.
he? Yeah.
And I find that is absolutely bullshit. So I am starting from zero, boss. I'm just telling people ki I am going to find out what an MLA can do. And I'm going to realistically tell you what an MLA can do. And if I can't do it, I'll also tell you that. But we'll figure out together what I can still do. Because it will be my job. I will continue to do it for 5 years.
Yeah, no, I really hope you win. And I think, I mean, if time willing, I'll try to help out as well if I can.
Thank you.
Last thing I wanted to talk about is, in my opinion, you should fundraise. But you
Okay.
should fundraise transparently using pretty much the same model that AAP used in the beginning, where every donation was written down. Like, because I don't mind you putting my name on the website and saying this guy gave me 1,500 rupees. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that should be criminalized. If anything, it should be encouraged more. Like small dollar donations are a huge thing, and that's how progressive politics is working throughout the world. So, and like without money, the whole thing is starved. You need money for everything. I'm sure you know about this, but like what you're getting into is an undertaking that takes at least 20 crore rupees. Up to 40,
Yes.
50 probably in Malviya Nagar, you're talking about 40 to 50 crore rupees. So where are you going to get that money?
I
And,
won't.
like, and if you don't have that money, what does that money buy? That money buys, time on TV, radio, et cetera, et cetera.
It buys me a campaign
So,
manager first.
yeah, yeah. So,
It
I mean,
actually
so
buys
even though,
me
yeah.
it buys me a
Hmm.
team that will be able to manage a campaign. That would be crazy for me. Then, like, I can just basically run through the motions, right? Which other people. Right now, I'm having to think about establishing a communication network, contacting everyone. I'll have to probably respond to. I mean, there is of course like Shweta and a few other people who are helping me with this.
So
But
we
there
are
are
here.
times when I
Our
will have to
neighbor,
respond to the emails myself. So I'm
yeah,
doing that
yeah. How
also.
do you, yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a big thing. A campaign is a huge thing. So, I'm sure like you will get all the support, in
Yeah.
the world from all the people who are, with you, like the 50,000 or so people who are with you. They're gonna support you. But fundraising, you should definitely
I'm
open it up.
thinking about it
But
honestly. I'm considering the pros and cons, and I will have an answer soon. That's the thing. First, my name should go on the ballot. Then I will
yeah,
answer
yeah,
this question.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Okay.
yeah, that's all I had to say. Thank you so much, and good luck with the campaign, and I hope you win.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Last
Okay,
caller of the.
hopefully connection is better. Please do take Tanuj, but I just wanted to tell everyone
Huh.
something.
Hmm.
And this was to Omkar's point of crazy ideas, crazy things, and hope.
Hmm.
So when Meghnad first told me about this whole MLA idea, and you can ask him, I was literally holding my face. I was like, what is this? हो क्या रहा है? हम क्या करने वाले हैं? क्यों? कैसे होगा? There was a lot of questions
Yeah.
I had, and I didn't have as much belief, okay? But then with the MPGAs and the response that we got from MPGAs, and then over time, where I saw that what he's trying to do, and this is a third person POV, what Meghnad is trying to do is move the needle ever so slightly. So there is very small change that every citizen activist activity that he does brings, but with that every small change, you get a multiplier effect with every person that joins the activity.
That's very true.
And that creates hope, that creates faith, that also, and by faith I mean faith in the system, that also creates community. It also creates the whole concept that we are in this together, and together we can do something. It might not be very big, it might not change everything under the sun overnight, but there is something that 10-12 years down the line, something might happen out of all of this. So that is what I got 1 month or 45 days after Meghna told me the idea. So over that time, I developed this sense, and that is what made me hopeful towards this project or towards this campaign as I thought of it back then. And I think everybody now can take the same inspiration, and if you look at it like that, maybe it is a different POV. That is all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Shweta. No, that I know, like we've had a conversation about this privately also, about like what sort of thing. No, the first time I told Trish, she had the favorite reaction of all time, which is like, oh my god, and she started running around in the room idhar udhar. So like it was very fun to watch. Most of the things I do are for like reactions like this only, I guess. Okay, Ayush has just randomly stumbled into this space here and is asking what is happening. So I'm going to TLDR it right now. Ayush, hello, hi. If you are still here, say hi. I'm going to answer your question. I'm running for elections, Delhi elections, as an independent candidate. I have my nomination papers, which I'm filling currently. I'm documenting the process of what it takes to actually stand for elections as an independent candidate. And this stream is where I'm taking call-in radio, where people are coming on this Discord server through the link that is pinned here and talking to me about things, about this, about everything else. So yeah, hello, hi, welcome to this community. Thank you for randomly stumbling into this community. Hello. Hi Tanuj, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hi, last caller of the
Hello.
day, friend. Tell me.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, I will say you, Namaste, Mantri ji. Namaste.
Namaste, namaste. Netaji, Netaji.
So, हाँ, Namaste, Netaji.
Netaji, हाँ, हाँ.
So, I just want to say you first that the step you have taken is a very great step for you.
Thank you.
No, I will say about like people who want to go to politics but don't know how to go there, like how to be a person who want to try but don't know what to do. Like students like me, like who want to like change our country and make it a corruption less country. But we are scared of that. What will happen if I nominate? Like,
Yeah.
will I be beaten by opposition, or maybe they will get at my home and beat me, or I just should focus on my 9 to 5 job by BTech degree, or just pay tax and then go and consume dirty air and go to home by my scooter, dodging roads, dodging holes in the roads. So I think that what you are doing is going to be very great. Like people like will see that if he did that, so maybe I can also try.
Yeah,
So
that's the
we can
point.
also. So I will say that you are doing very great, first of all, and yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated, friend. Bolo, do you have any question?
Yeah, actually, I want to ask you about. I want to talk about like the mentality of people, like who like voters. Like actually, I'm just not too old. I'm just 17.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about politics from like 5 or 6 days, not too much.
Okay, fair enough.
The thing that come in my mind first is that mentality of people, like the blind spotters of party. Like what happened some years ago, like when I got to know about something, like maybe in school somebody says I support Congress. Like I go to my father and I ask him अब which कि हम किस उसको सपोर्ट करते हैं, like, हम
किस
किसको
पार्टी
वोट
को?
करते हैं. तो उनने कहा हम कांग्रेस को वोट करते हैं.
ठीक है.
तो मैंने उनसे पूछा कि हम कांग्रेस को क्यों वोट करते हैं. तो उन्होंने बोला कि बेटा तुम्हारे दादा है ना, वो वोट करते थे, इसलिए
Oh
मैं भी
my
वोट करता
God. Okay. पुश्तैनी वोटर्स. हाँ.
हूं. तो हाँ, तो इस तरह की मेंटालिटी, लाइक दे आर नॉट वोटिंग फॉर लाइक देयर वर्क.
या.
और मेरे ख्याल से इसी चीज का जो है पार्टीज फायदा उठाती हैं कि वे
Absolutely.
बस झगड़ती रहती हैं.
Absolutely.
लाइक यू नो वो मिस यूज करती है अपनी उसका. और लाइक वो लाइक अभी तुम्हारी लाइक स्ट्रीम देख रहा था जब मैं, वो बीजेपी की वो आई ऐड आती है, बीजेपी की ऐड आई. उसमें था कि इस बार पार्टी बदलेंगे एंड कि तुम्हारी बूढ़ों की पेंशन बंद कर दी है उनने. तो लाइक दे आर नॉट, मतलब वो ये नहीं प्रचार कर रहे कि हमने क्या किया है, वो ये प्रचार कर रहे कि दूसरी पार्टी ने क्या गलत किया
क्या गलत किया है.
इसमें मेरे को ये समझ नहीं आता कि हमारा क्या फायदा है, ये मुझे आज तक समझ नहीं आ रहा.
That's very true. That's
ये
a
बात
very good question. I mean, Tanuj, so you said that you've just started following politics. Congratulations for that, because honestly, like every person who comes into this sphere, which is like taking interest in politics, or even the fact that you're here and listening to me for so long, you've been waiting for so long. Thank you for that. It must be appreciated.
2 hours.
Because this is the first step towards actually understanding what the hell is going on, right? Otherwise, you will also
Yes,
be a
yes.
push-any voter. Then it's pointless. मेरा एक ही था कि एक काम करना चाहिए, पता है, कि इंस्टेड ऑफ आस्किंग कौन से पार्टी को सपोर्ट करते हो, आस्क देम कि कौन सा काम पसंद है. इज देयर एनीथिंग दैट द गवर्नमेंट हैज डन, राइट? पार्टी मत पूछो. ये सरकार जो है ना, उसने ऐसा कुछ किया है क्या जो तुमको अच्छा लगा, लाइक अभी, लाइक रिसेंटली, राइट? एंड आस्क देम टू नेम. एंड क्या ऐसी चीजें जो अच्छे नहीं लगे, राइट? I feel like that's a better way to approach
Yes.
it, because that also prevents us from sort of becoming fanboys / fangirls of a particular party. I feel like that is the most harmful thing to do, because honestly what happens is that political parties have started treating their supporters / followers as like football fans, like
Yes.
cricket fans,
Yes.
football fans, कि तुम्हारी loyalty तो हमारे लिए है और जिंदगी भर रहनी चाहिए, राइट? एंड ऑल्सो उनके स्पोक्स पर्सन कूद के एक पार्टी से दूसरे पार्टी में जाते हैं, उनके नेता कूद के एक पार्टी से दूसरे पार्टी में जाते हैं, वो चलता है उनको, वो भी चुरा लेंगे लोगों को, वो चलता है. बट तुम्हारे सपोर्टर्स जो है ना, वो एकदम लॉयल रहने चाहिए, राइट? एंड द सपोर्टर्स आर टॉट कि नहीं, यू हैव टू लाइफ लॉन्ग और एटलीस्ट 20-25 ईयर्स का कमिटमेंट करना चाहिए हमारे पार्टी को, या फिर इन द केस ऑफ कांग्रेस एज तुम्हारे दादाजी के टाइम से चलता आ रहा है वो, राइट? सो इमेजिन the amount of non-awareness, I would say, like just the lack of awareness of what politics is for, right? Politics is supposed to just change or just sort of decide how a society functions, right? Politics jo hai na, like I mean, by using politics is how you make rules for a society, right? Government banta hai, fir wo rules bante hai, right? That is the whole point.
मेरे को लगता है कि जो पॉलिटिशियंस हैं उनको मतलब काम करना चाहिए लोगों के लिए. लाइक पर हो क्या रहा है, लोग काम कर रहे हैं पॉलिटिशियंस के लिए. ऐसा हो रहा है.
नहीं, आई थिंक लाइक दैट्स द थिंग. आई मीन, लोग काम कर रहे हैं पॉलिटिशियंस के लिए क्योंकि पॉलिटिशियंस को कोई अकाउंटेबल रखना ही नहीं चाहता. लाइक आई मीन, माँ बाप बना के रखा है ना सबको. the love for authority is so great in Indians in general कि अरे ये तो बड़े लोग हैं, ये तो माए बाप है हमारे. You know, I always give this example, and if you saw did you see my announcement video?
I'm just I just see one video of you yesterday on that Anda project Anda, and then I see your stream.
Yeah.
And now I'm in.
ठीक है, तो प्रोजेक्ट
So I
अंडा
don't
का
know
इंट्रोडक्शन देखा ना, मतलब लाइक यू सॉ द, वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, अनाउंसमेंट वीडियो देखा वो, राइट. तो उसमें द रीजन व्हाई आई वांट टू मेक दिस पॉइंट कि आई एम अप्लाइंग फॉर अ फ्रिकिंग जॉब, right? What we tend to do as voters is that we are the bosses, right? Technically voters are the bosses, right? Now I am like separating myself a little bit because I am applying for a job where I am asking my bosses to consider me as a candidate, right? We are called candidates, right? So if I get this job, you guys are my bosses, I am answerable to you, so you should basically ताव लगाना पड़ेगा मेरे पे. You know, like you shouldn't treat me like I am the boss, right? तुम्हारे ऑफिस में अगर कोई बॉस है, वो तुमसे रिपोर्ट मांग रहा है ना, वो तुमसे काम क्या किया वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मांग रहा है ना, राइट? तो इसमें हमारा इक्वेशन उल्टा क्यों हो जाता है? मतलब इलेक्शंस जीतने के बाद लोगों को क्या हो जाता है, लोग, व्हाई आर पीपल सो अफ्रेड ऑफ होल्डिंग देयर एम्प्लॉई अकाउंटेबल, राइट? लोगों का ना आत्मविश्वास ही मर जाता है बिकॉज दे आर सो अथॉरिटी लविंग. दे आर लाइक, ओ ये अब एमएलए सर आ गए या फिर मैडम आ गई तो ये हमसे बड़े. नो, दैट्स नॉट ट्रू. You are the boss. You are the one who voted for them. Every person who voted for them is a boss. Every person who didn't vote for them and is from the same constituency is still the boss. ये भूल जाते हैं लोग, भूल गए हैं लोग. I'm trying to sort of bring that back because मेरे announcement में that is the one point I want people to take away, that I'm applying for a job. I'm not applying to win because I want power. I'm applying for a job. It's a position I'm applying for. मेरी CV देखो, जैसे तुम नॉर्मल जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करते हो ना, बेस्ट कैंडिडेट चूज करो, मैं वही कर रहा हूँ.
आई थिंक यही है जो लाइक पॉलिटिक्स, मतलब उनका मिसयूज है अपनी पावर्स का. यही मिसयूज है.
एब्सोल्युटली.
और मेरा ये भी मानना है कि लाइक आई थिंक कि हो सकता है 5-10 साल बाद कि चेंज हो ये सब.
Let's see. Let's hope, man. Tanuj and I am we will keep it on, man.
I am thinking of, yeah.
जब तक है जान.
Yeah. Actually, I am thinking of opening my own, political party.
Oh, nice. I like that, Tanuj.
And
I like that you're thinking of
happened?
opening a political party when you're 17. I really like that, honestly, because I used to be like you.
You know what happened yesterday? Like I was thinking,
sorry, Tanuj. I'm sorry. I will have to stop you here, Tanuj, and I will have to cut it off because honestly, मेरा ना पूरा energy अभी successfully drain हो गया है. So I will have to end this call, friend. I'm just like थोड़ा सा सर दर्द होने लगा है.
Okay. Namaste, Neetaji.
Thank you, friend. Thank you.
See you in the opposition party.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
And you have taken a very great step. So
thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Tanuj. Thank you, and thank you for being here. Okay, so there are a few people left. I know a lot of people left also because I said I'll do it later. I'm sorry I couldn't take you. And I've taken a lot of calls today. I will do these again. I will do more call-in radios, friendos. Please come back. I will not repeat people. Chat will also remember. I will not repeat people. I want to talk to each and every one of you over the coming few days/months. So, more call-in radios will happen. More things will happen. Don't worry. Copy Ninja, I saw you like jumping and like flashing. I saw. Next time, please come back. I will talk to you. Okay. Okay. Long stream, friends. I'm ending the stage. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's been 4 hours, close to 4 hours. I wanted to do this long, and I'm trying. Hello, Ankit. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships. Guys, please do support this channel. Please do share. Please do like. लोगों को बताओ ये क्या चोमुगिरी कर रहा हूँ मैं. And please spread the word. Really appreciate your help and would really appreciate your support. Again, हमारी community है, हमारे ही लोग हैं. If you want to talk to people in the community, we are doing it on the Reddit subreddit. It is MakeNerdYT. The subreddit is called MakeNerdYT. So come there, chill, talk to people, do things. Killa, thank you so much for the 20 memberships, friend. Much appreciated. And Killa is a long time supporter and a good critic of mine, and I love him. Thank you so much, Killa. Really appreciate this, man. Okay, I'm going to end this. I think yeah, my brain processing power is ending. But thank you so much for being here. Let's hope for the best and bye bye. Good night, friends. Good night. Good night. Good night.